Fine. So, welcome back. As you no doubt know, there was no session last week. But... oh, just lost all my notes. There you go. Yeah, so last week, you're attacked by centaurs of Sidon, which managed to repel eventually after leaving the mossy temple. What's his name? The satyr. Laureus. Escorted the kids back, and you found yourself back inside of Astoria. You had plans. You know that good old Okobolo is going to be sacrificed on the rock of Estor, taking the place of the sister, and you have 3 days to do that. You also have the pressing issues of the Great Labours, which I'll just bring up on the screen now. Where is it?
Drink weapons forward.
Yes, and you've actually got the Horn of Belmetria, and you're considering drinking it in the presence of Aesop in the city. And you also need to reclaim the mighty weapons welded against the Titans by the first Dragon Lord. You learned the first Dragon Lord was a gentleman called Xander, and he was buried in the necropolis at Telemark. So, mighty band of adventurers, what would you like to do?
Am I coming through?
Yeah,
Yep,
yes.
we can hear you.
Just setting up. Here's your order.
Cool.
Well, I was still keen to find out about the Horn of Belmetria first.
Yeah.
That, then I thought, because that might reveal some clue that might be useful to us when we talk to Vulcan, and then we could decide whether we have sufficient time to get to the necropolis and back before the sacrifice.
Yeah, we've got 4 nights, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or 3 nights.
What happens would happen on the dusk of the last day? So, I guess 3 sleeps.
3 nights.
Yeah,
3 sleeps, and then yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were going to go to Aesop and do the horn,
Yeah, sure. Good
and
idea.
then we were talking. Yeah, and then we were talking about heading to Vulcan, and I've also got some business with Aesop as well. Cool.
Okay, so you return to the Dragon's Line, where Aesop is there in various prayers and meditations to the dragons one assumes. And you can't help but notice, oh, welcome, my friends. I can't help but notice that you have the Horn of Belmetria strapped upon your back. I'm most impressed. Where was it?
Bloody witch had it.
You're going to have to narrow it down. Several witches have wandered these lands. Which witch was it?
Which very funny. You see, we followed these wine stains all the way, and we found this woman, a coroner, and yes, and she was turning things and that. Yes.
Turning things and that. Okay. All
Well,
right,
yeah, Demetria.
Demetria. I've heard of Demetria. Sister of the prophet. Sister of, Versi, in fact. So, that's interesting. Well, I'm just glad you have the horn back. I will place it with the due sacrilege it deserves. I mean, do you know who Belmetria is, or more accurately was?
Wasn't that Xander's dragon?
Xander's dragon, exactly. Unfortunately, her sacrifice, along with Mitros, the greatest of all the gods and goddesses, they both sacrificed their lives to end the First War. They're greatly missed. Anyway, I'll just be taking this horn, putting it back on display for.
Wait now. We've been sent on our mighty quest, and And I think you'll find that one of the great quests that we must have, as given to us by Demetria's sister, is to drink deep from the horn. And now we've just returned from the vineyard, and we happen to have several bottles of this delicious wine from Pericles, Coroner's father, and perhaps, if you'd be so kind, before we give it back, should we drink from it? Now, before we do that, though, is there some form of ritual or anything else before we place our lips upon such an esteemed and holy artifact?
Well, firstly, I must say this is most unusual, but if you feel the need to drink from it, then so be it. All I would ask is show proper due reverence. I mean, this is Belmetria, one of the greatest of all dragons, who, as I said, sacrificed her life for the good of the entire continent of Thylia. So due reverence is all I ask.
Oh, yes, no. It's the local wine, a fine vintage, one in an act of heroism. And we are on a sacred quest. We will all drink deep from this horn, but we will do so walking with great reverence.
Okay, well, in that case, I suggest we all sit down, form a circle, and just be respectful. Take a sip, I imagine, pass it to the person to your left, and we'll do it that way.
Alright, propose a toast.
It says take a sip, but the call was to drink deep from the bottomless dragon horn. I don't want to be finicky, but it does say drink deep. So, out of all great reverence for the prophecy, for the prophets, we must have a large drink, I'm afraid.
Mr. Bowler, I believe you suggested a toast. A toast is like a
Yes.
form of prayer, I think. It is at its deepest core. So perhaps you'd like to say a few words before we imbibe from the liquid from the horn?
I would nominate our bard to propose the toast.
Silas?
Proteus.
Oh, sorry, Proteus. Silas is the rogue.
Proteus has just temporarily lost his voice. So just, I would pass it back to the ball.
Well then,
Oh, okay, no, okay, I can talk now. Go ahead. Okay, that's great. Thank you for the opportunity. Right, but sorry, just a second. What's that? Sure. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Right. Yes. Well, it's a shame that Demetria had to get turned to paste, but no, these things happen. But hey, we all won in the end. Look, let's drink deep, as Dharma says. I'm happy to drink anyone else's share if you don't want. But hey, to good times, lovely women, and a great drink. Here's to the future.
here.
Yes.
Well, who takes a drink?
Proteus is already drinking.
Proteus passes out almost instantly. Just keels over.
Okay.
I'll have some of that.
Caballo, poof, in an instant keels over.
Nice. Done.
Just before I drink, I just want to check that they are breathing and that. So could I perform a medical check just to check that they are in
Sure.
fact
Yep, medicine
poisoned
check.
or otherwise?
Absolutely. First roll of the session. Yeah, they seem to be deeply sleeping, in your opinion.
Okay, all right, good.
Perfectly
Well,
healthy otherwise.
so since the oracle is there, well, I'll follow the instruction and also drink.
Thump! Almost instantly pass out.
I look over at our monk friend and oh no, he's not there. Okay, it's. I look over at my winged friend and offer him a drink, or first. Silas, would you like to drink first?
Well, when in Rome, he knocks it back.
Thump! Falls into a deep sleep.
And Damus holds it in his hands and he says, "Oh, thank you to the dragon who sacrificed itself for us. And as a priest of the five gods, for Valus, Kyra, Pythor, and Vulcan, but most importantly, Mitros, the lady of sacrifice who gave us life, I drink deeply in your name." And he has a big skull.
Thump! Collapses. You all awake, but you do not awake in the dragon shrine. You in fact find yourself standing on the deck of a beautiful galley. A bright cerulean sea stretches out before you. You look down at a strange bronze device in your hands. It seems to reflect the constellations of the night sky, even though the sun shines brightly overhead. The oarsmen pull the ship through the water faster than you thought possible. You look down at the men on the benches. They meet your gaze with dead eyes and skeletal faces, dozens of leering corpses, and you are startled awake.
Oh, that was quite a sleep.
Kyra is sitting there with you. She didn't drink from the horn herself. Did I? Yeah. Wow. You guys were out for like an hour. I tried to wake you gently, but you were all snoring so peacefully. I didn't know what to do. Is everybody okay?
Yes, I feel fine. Were you all transported to the galley as well? Yeah,
On the boat?
Yes.
What was that?
Dead eyes, the undead. This wouldn't have... Kyra, would an undead crew on a galley have anything to do with Estor?
Kyra is pale at the best of times, but here she goes even whiter. Oh, this is exactly to do with Esther Archelander. Oh, that piece of shit keeps on popping up. I mean, this is without doubt the vessel that he sailed on. A great ship called... Malcolm's temporarily forgotten the name. Where is it?
Good shit, lollipop.
Estor...
The Ultros. It is his great galley, the Ultros. I mean, it's a... Well, first of all, the ship itself. It's some ship. I mean, people are afraid to even sail out into the Cerulean Ocean nowadays. I mean, whoops. They stick to the coastlines with trade with Erysia and so on. But they don't go out into the Cerulean Gulf because, Oath of Peace is ending. Lord Sidon is getting more and more powerful, more and more arrogant, and anything that sails into the Cerulean Ocean is surely smashed to bits. But it is said that the Ultros itself is unsinkable. So, I'm thinking what this is saying is, Versi says we need to go out into the ocean, and to go out into the ocean we're going to die. Unless we get the Ultros. Now there's
Or
one
the
big
others.
problem with yes, there's one big problem with getting the ultras. Or two big problems. Can you guys think what they are?
Nobody knows where it is.
That's one. And number two,
It's a bloody boat full of dead men.
yeah, but you guys are the mighty heroes. You can defeat dead men. There's one
Oh, it was just
exception.
pointing out this is one of the issues we may have to face.
The navigation tool mentioned the device that they were carrying. Perhaps navigating the sea is tricky now that Lord Sidon is smashing all other ships that sail upon the ocean. So
Maybe
navigating
ancient
it.
MacGuffin.
Navigating.
Bloody weird thing.
Strange bronze device. I'm not sure what that is. Who can
Call it
remember the
MacGuffin.
story of Estor Archelander and the deal he made with Lutheria?
Well, he got to live forever, but his wounds never healed. And so he sacrificed his entire crew, I believe, in order to gain this power. Is that right?
That is exactly right, and gain the power he did. So in other words, we gotta find a boat, we don't know where it is, and take it off someone who can literally never die.
Well, you see, I'm an elf and I can never sleep, and yet this horn made me sleep. So I feel we can do these things.
Did anyone recognize anything off the ship? Any land or landmarks, or even the smell of the sea or anything like that from the whatever vision we had?
I'm not really an ocean-going chap, so can't help you there, dear Bolo.
Well, I would like to rifle through my mind and see if I noticed anything.
You actually, Okobolo, you did notice something. You noticed a constellation in the sky called the Queen. It's the Queen, like Queen Elizabeth. And you saw it shining over a place called Indigo Island. Now, Indigo Island.
That'd be the little purple one.
Now, you've heard, with your Minotaur bloodline and also the fact being a barbarian, you know that in times gone past, and it's sort of stopped more nowadays, but people would follow the constellation of the Queen to go to Indigo Island, where a lot of barbarian types went there to test their metal. And that's the only constellation in the associated island that any of you notice.
Ah, I see what, yes. Any chance that this device, this sort of constellation guidance navigation system, do we need to find that before we jump on the boat? Do you think?
The star map.
Yeah, there's the star reflector, the little navigational tool.
That
Well,
plan seems to make more
It's on
sense
the
to me.
boat, so it'd be hard for us to find it before we find the boat.
Oh, of course. No, I was just wondering. I thought as much. I was just wondering maybe if we found that, then we would be able to get on the boat. But no, you're right. It's probably on the boat. Yes. This Indigo Island sounds interesting. Have you been there before, Okobolo?
No, I have not. But
Oh,
my people know of it.
they know where it would be.
Well, we know that you follow the Queen, the constellation of the Queen out over the Gulf to get to it.
All right. Well, that's something we need to consider. But perhaps we should stay on the mainland until after the sacrifice, or should I say, the desired hope of no sacrifice is complete. So this sounds like it might be too difficult to guarantee our return in time to fulfill our end of the bargain.
We do have a party to go to.
Oh goodness! I've just had a vision of Indigo Island.
Amidst a lot of islands.
Yeah, it's Indigo Island. All right. Cool.
There and back in a day. In a jiffy.
I fear not,
Yeah.
because at the moment there's near certain death to travel across the Cerulean Gulf, let alone to get that far south for the Forgotten Sea. That's not perilous, that is suicidal until Lord Biden can somehow be quelled, or that is why I suspect we need the magical vessel, the legendary vessel.
So, well, perhaps we'll gain the. Perhaps, there's something to do with the sacrifice. The Rock of Estor, for instance, might actually connect us with this vagabond, and maybe that will give us the thing, give us the guidance towards it.
Well,
You guys
perhaps
know that. You know the dead guys on that boat, right?
Oh, yes, but I'm intending on dealing with them. I am a cleric.
I don't like
They
to fuck
didn't-
around with dead guys.
They didn't really seem interested in us.
Well,
Perhaps
what dream did you have? They turned and looked at me with dead eyes and saw into my very soul. Oh.
Oh dear. No, I had something similar. And they just didn't attack, and that's always a good sign.
Yes, oh, yes. Maybe even the vision might have spurred something on. Perhaps in our travels, something may get us at least noticed by Esther. At the very least, we've captured the ire of someone who's deigned to control Esther, and so perhaps she will set her on our heels.
Hmm.
Well, now, shall we go speak with Vulcan?
Well, before we leave, though, just one quick thing, Aesop.
Yes.
So long as the party is fine for this, I feel the power of prophecy sinking through me, but I do need some device for casting the spell. If the party is fine with this, I wouldn't mind purchasing some special trinkets to help with my augury spell. Would the party be adverse to spending a little bit of a coin on that?
I think knowing our future would be of benefit, and you've already proven some benefit to do that. So I think we can do that. I think we've amassed a number of things that are of value that we could trade away for that, and coin itself.
Well, yeah, well, I do have 15 gold now, but I would need the other 10 gold just if we would be so kind.
Well, we have a number of gems that we have gathered on our travels so far that we might otherwise.
That's worth it. Aesop, would that be of interest to you?
I have something that would indeed last you to foresee the future. Of course, donations to the Dragon Shrine are always welcome.
Well, I have my 15 gold, and if someone were to chip in another 10 from the kitty, that would be wonderful.
Well,
We'll
what about
all
if we
agree.
give him one of these gems that's worth 50 gold, and then you can get two lots?
Oh, I don't. I just need the tool, and it doesn't consume it. The spell will not consume it. I just need the one tool. So I do not need to double up.
Well, let's just give him the gem and let him keep the change then.
Well, I'm fine with that if the party is content.
Okay, so I will. One of the gems that we have obtained with 50 gold pieces each,
Okay.
we will give him one of those gems, and the other in celebration of the temple and allowing us to drink deeply from the horn of Belmitria.
A-
And it could. Sorry.
I was going to say Aesop accepts the gem with grateful hands and nods and a show of thankfulness.
If I could suggest something that might be used as the sort of trinket, could it be like a polished bronze disc or something like that?
A highly reflective one?
Not a reflective one, but just like a polished disc that can sort of a thin polished disc or something that you can flick.
If you want that,
Look, it,
that's fine. He will give you that. You have a choice. You can have that, or he was going to present you with a couple of dragon bones.
Oh no, Dragon. No, actually, to be honest, my the bones of a dragon would be very interesting to me.
Okay. So returns later with these two bones. They're quite long. Each of them are about 2 feet long, so they're quite big bones.
Oh.
And Aesop says, "Well, I can tell that you have deep respect for the sacrifice that Belmitria did. We've been keeping these bones here in the temple for nigh on 500 years. These were literally taken respectfully, with the anticipation that someone would come here and ask for them. Both of these bones come from a single rib of the dragon Belmitria. I pray that they'll provide you guidance on your quest."
Damas bows and bows deeply and says, "I will treat these two with the utmost of reverence. The power of the dragons, the sacrifice of Balmetria, all of this I respect deeply and would accept this precious gift with immense gratitude. Thank you, Aesop."
As I said, 500 years they've been waiting here for someone to collect them and use them to guide them on your paths. And you are that person. Go in peace, my friend.
And he gathers them and wraps them in some form of cloth and places them holds them in his hands for a bit and then places them in his bag and just nods. He's speechless for once.
Okabolo claps Damas on the back and says, "Well, it must have been some big chicken."
Thank you.
At first opportunity, Silas will approach Kyra and ask her if she knows what this navigational tool that we're looking for, the name of it, what it might be.
Well, that's a very good question, Silas. I mean, and in the vision as you explained to me, even though the sun was high overhead, that this compass device could find it. The only thing I can think of is a voice called the Aotearea. It's a fabled, it hasn't been seen for centuries, but it is said that by use of mechanical means and by use of magical means, it could navigate you, like you set it to a constellation. Like, for instance, if you set it to the constellation of the Queen, then it would lead you to Indigo Island. I think a normal compass would suffice, but the Cerulean Ocean and the Forgotten Sea are strange places. The islands are said to shift and move. So navigation in the Forgotten Sea and the Cerulean Gulf are literally impossible. But if you got your hand on an Aotearea, then you might be able to navigate the ocean. So maybe Okobola is right. Maybe it's on the ship itself, but I think that's the Aotearea.
Oh. So we find the ship.
Yeah, seems to be what
And any
Bruce
ideas
said.
where that might be? Anything in your history
Wow,
or your stories that might suggest where the ship might be?
all I know is the ship is Estor's ship. I don't know what he's doing with it, but he's literally immortal. So I don't know. Could not say.
What do we know about Estor, other than you can't kill him?
Well, he, apart from the fact that he was a genocidal maniac, he literally, like, he'd come across a tribe of Minotaurs, for example, and he would kill the warriors, then he would kill the non-combatants, the wives, the women. Not that there weren't women warriors, of course, but all the peasants who worked the lands, who weren't warriors, the children, the babies. He killed all of them. Like, when I say genocidal maniac, I am not exaggerating. I mean, he had a bond with a great bronze dragon, but in the end, the wicked deeds that he did, the bronze dragon broke the bond with Estor, which is just unheard of. And the reason he is immortal is he made a deal with Lutheria. Lutheria said, I can give you everlasting life, you just need to kill your entire crew. And Estor did that without hesitation, and he was given everlasting life. His crew came back as the undead, which is probably what you're seeing in the vision. But of course, Lutheria is a cunning titan. She gave him everlasting life, but she never made any promises that the wounds he would sustain would heal. So
where we find Estoria is where we find the ship. Is that correct?
Find Estor, find the ship.
Huh. And we have no idea where Estor might be.
Somewhere in the ocean. I understand that's not the information you're looking for, but that's all I got for you, Silas.
No, you've said enough. Thank you.
She nods.
Three days, gentlemen. What are we going to do?
Well, should we? I feel like this has been phenomenal. I mean, these bones are better than a plus 20 armor. Shall we go and visit Vulcan and continue with one of our other quests?
I might just quickly go down to the docks and chat with some friends in the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
Maybe somebody there might know where Estor or have a...
Well, is there a library here in the palace where I might perhaps do some research into the history of the Ultros itself, the legends and so forth, and also the Aotearea device? That has piqued my interest, so I would like to see if there is some research I could do into what we might be looking for.
Sure.
Well, Yep.
And no docks here. The closest thing you'd know to have come across in context would be the Dragon's Tooth, Silas. Like
Oh, okay.
the most
Sorry, I
notable
thought that
in it.
picture down the bottom was a dock. I thought that was the docks.
Well, keep in mind this is where Astoria is.
It's quite a way inland.
Yeah, quite a
Oh,
bit.
dock.
That's all
I was thinking my choice. Oh, good.
right. Okay. Well, let's go through these one by one. Let's do some rolls first. So, who was it? Darmus was doing some research in the libraries.
Particles was doing
Particles
some
was.
research, so we take that as history was what I was looking at.
Well, it depends. Well, the difficulty class is going to depend. Because how long are you going to spend? Because you're very much on a ticking clock with Okobolo Sacrifice. So how long are you spending searching in the library?
If he's going to search in the library, perhaps we could go and talk to Vulcan and talk to the others around finding these basilisks.
Yes, I thought there was that brief gap. So if we said that was about 2 hours, and then I agreed to meet them back. So at least I'm just looking for information in the background there.
2 hours
Being
do
that
me
I'm
fine
a
as well.
scholarly type,
And you're looking for information on the Ultros and the Antikytheria?
and era, so I will look there. It's not a rush to return with the report, but just in case later on some information can spring to mind that might be useful.
Okay. You don't find any information on the Ultros that you didn't already know, that it's piloted by Estor and is... Well, I guess that extra information is literally said to be unsinkable. So if anything can survive Sidon's wrath in the Cerulean Gulf and beyond, and then it is the Ultros. The Antikytheria, the best you come up with is you find a picture of the device.
Ooh.
Like a little trapped soul gem or something.
Well, that's the interesting thing about it. It works by both mechanical cogs and wheels and by magic. It's a beautiful meeting of the two coming together.
I think this
Okay.
was the same name of the mechanism they used in the latest Indiana Jones.
I haven't watched it. Please, no spoilers.
I was going to
yeah,
mention
well,
that
that's
too.
fine.
The Antikythera plays a big role in the Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah.
And well spotted, Albert. So I knew about this Antikythera from this campaign, and when they said it in the movie, I said, aha! It all makes sense.
Yes.
Well, there's yes. Well, there is a real island and a real boat wreck off the island where a mysterious device was found.
Mhm.
Find a
And
picture
you-
of it for you.
Which may or may not be in the latest Indiana Jones.
Okay, so you're gonna make some inquiries about the ne'er-do-wells in the inn there,
Yes,
Albert?
if I could take one of those gems with me, that would be much appreciated too.
Sure.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm going to give my 15 gold to the party kitty, by the way, Pat.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll take mine down to 0.
Okay. Albert, can you roll me a d8 twice, please? As opposed to 2d8, just roll a d8 twice. 2 and a 4. Okay, so as you're wandering around, just keeping your ears open, you do notice a couple of things. The first thing you notice is people are concerned and worried because there is a huge storm brewing off the coast of Mitros. Like, big enough to cause mass casualties in Mitros. People are very concerned about that. And you also know that there's possibly a trip to the necropolis in your future, maybe sooner rather than later. And you do hear that a band of warriors traveled to the necropolis last month, but haven't been heard from since. Everybody knows that the place is forbidden, everybody also knows that if you do get in there, that you're looking for treasure, the curse of the grave robber might be your fate, which isn't good. I will point.
Does Silas know anything about the curse of the grave robber? What that is?
It's if you steal something off it, then you get cursed.
Oh, yeah. He almost got knuckled by that one. Yeah.
Yeah, if you steal something from a consecrated grave. So consecrated graves usually require some type of ritual, or a desecrated grave for that matter. So it's not just any old grave, it's special graves. And what's
just before he left, he was hoping that Proteus would come with him as well. We're going to a pub. Is Proteus able to?
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Lovely. Okay, yeah, cool.
And were you looking at anything more specifically?
Sailor types. Being a river, I suppose there's at least river trade to Mitros. Is there? Oh no, there's not. I'm just looking at the map. Traders then in general.
Yeah, there's sailors there. They come up from Mitros. It's not that far from Mitros, and Mitros is the biggest city here, so you do find a sailor type. Silas! I've heard of you. You're,
who hasn't?
Well, see, that's where I got a bit of a problem, friend. You know, our sailors are all fairly superstitious types. I hear... I'm looking at the wrong notes. Let me bring up my correct Google Docs, and I will continue my conversation. That was the wrong notes. Yeah, I'm a sailor type. I know stuff about us, but we're a superstitious lot, and I've heard of stories that you kind of bring doom wherever you go. So I think it's best if you don't get talking to you, as I'm sure our ship will sink. You know how it is, friend.
I'm not looking for your ship. I'm looking for the Grios.
Ultros.
the Ultros. I'm looking for the Ultros. You might have heard it, some legend going around.
Oh, once again, friend, I don't want to bring bad luck upon the ship I do by hanging out with a doomed one, I don't want my ship to be doomed. You can make a persuasion check if you want to try and move around to superstition.
Yeah, and maybe this 5 gold here might help deal with your superstition.
You can do it at advantage with your 5
Sorry, I
gold.
have to go back to my character. Far out. What did I do that for? I'll be right with you. Here we go. Persuasion. Advantage.
Yep, thanks to the 5 gold.
Oh, that's that one there. No. Okay, one I just do it twice. Oh, no, it's at advantage. Cool.
Sometimes you have to click on D&D Beyond on the window itself, and then hold down Shift. So you've got to give it the focus.
The best it gave me was a 15. All up.
And he takes the 5 gold off the table and slips it into his pocket and says, "You want to know about the Ultros, do you?"
As much as you can tell me.
Oh, first of all...
Specifically its location, if you have any thoughts on that.
Location I can't help you with, friend. What I can tell you, a couple of bits of information that I've heard. These might just be legends, of course. So take this all with a grain of salt. There was said to be a mighty tree growing in a temple somewhere. I'm not sure where. But the tree, the trunk of this tree was used to build the masts of the great ship Ultros. And as you know, as I know, it is said to be piloted from the literally unkillable Estor Archelander. Where it is, I don't know. People have sworn black and blue they've seen it at the Dead Falls. But the Dead Falls is a waterfall that falls into the deepest, darkest black abyss. It says it is deadly silent because the falls fall to literally nowhere. I've heard rumors that it travelled up the Archelon River. This one here. This is the Archelon River, the main river. Getting close to her story. People swear they see it in the dead of night. And when they go to report it, it's gone again. People have seen it in the harbours of Mitros. Now, I know this is not especially helpful for your friend, but those are places where it's been seen. The Dead Falls, up the Archelon River, almost getting to Astoria itself, and in the harbours of Mitros. Doesn't tend to last long.
I'll have been most helpful. Silas will place another 5 gold on the table, and then with his mage hand, whip out the gem right in front of the person that he's talking to, and say, "This 5 gold is for you now. There's extra 5 gold. If you can come back to me with something more definitive and with proof, then this little gem here might be yours too." And then he puts the gem back in his pocket.
All right, you got a deal, friend. I'll ask around my contacts here in Astoria, and I might need to travel to Mitros as well. Let's see how I do find out something about this ship. How would I contact you?
At the tavern in Mitros, which is the name I know, which is fill in the gap. Mitros is Silas's hometown-ish place. So I'm sure he'd know there.
Yep.
Mitros and Petros.
Tell me, friend, there's a couple of things when you say the meeting place. I mean, there's the Siren Roost, upmarket establishment. Shall we just say, dealing more with, let's just say people.
Which one would be more akin to Silas's roguey side? Where would he feel more comfortable?
Oh, that would definitely be the Satyr's Tale. Satyr's Tale is an absolute dive.
That's so uncanny that one's called the Siren's Roost and one's the Satyr's Tail.
Hey. Oh, yes.
There's a siren and a satyr in the bar right now.
Yeah. Well, personally,
it sounds like he's lying to you. He's like, the Satyr's Tail, the Siren's Roost. Nothing to do with your race.
No.
Why are you looking at my tail?
Silas does know these places. They are actual places. And let's just say, the Siren's Roost deals more in matters of the flesh. I'm not sure how to say it politely.
And should you find out anything, or if you know somebody in Mitros who could help us, then I will see you and perhaps a friend at the Satyr's Tail. I'm spending 3 days here. It'll take me about a week to get to Mitros. All up.
Make an insight check, Albert.
Insight. Not my strongest. 14.
Thank you. That's all I have to say about that. Was it Malcolm just asking for a random roll to confuse the players, or was it an extra roll for something? You'll never know.
Well, question on that. Would Proteus roll for insight too, seeing he's standing right next to Silas?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. And this will be a terrible run. I just know it now that I've said that. Okay, here we go. Although I'm very proficient, I have expertise in insight.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's better.
16.
This sailor looks like he wants to say something, but is catching himself and not saying it. So
I
there's
see.
something in there, but he doesn't want to say it for some reason.
Good sir, do you mind if I ask? It just seems to me that there's something on the tip of your tongue, if I might say, something you really want to share. Maybe we're not in the right environment, if you'd like. Shall we go somewhere quieter? I just get the strong feeling we could share a lot more between us.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, another one of my expertise. Oh, not so good. Too
Look,
much of that
friend.
Be
Look,
drinking
friend.
too deeply.
This is all making me very uncomfortable. I've already said too much. Yeah, and I'm fearing that this is going to lead to bad luck, especially with your cursed winged friend.
My friend, I'm happy to leave you both alone. You have 10 of my gold and a gem coming your way. Could I leave you to it and you can chat to this man right here? This wonderful satyr. I'll leave you to it.
With his wonderful tail.
And his magical tail.
Okay, let's see if you can get it. Silas, persuasion.
Okay. Where are you? Persuasion? There you are. Not an advantage. Normal roll.
Just a straight roll.
Ooh.
Alright, as long as that Doombone's not with
Oh,
us.
I
right?
did have it at advantage because it's I have advantage on persuasion checks.
Oh,
Should I roll it one more time, just in case? I don't know.
no, the
What
DC
hell?
was 20. So, well, you
Oh,
roll
okay.
high, you might get more. There we go. Okay, my satyr friend, come over this way. And he leads you to a quiet corner of
Gentlemen.
the dragons of this.
Silas leaves.
Proteus nods to Silas.
Nods back. Goodbye.
Look, friend. Like, I don't know a lot about much. I'm guessing where that is. If you really want someone to ask, you need to ask for the Lady of Coins. She's a, shall we say, anything that happens above ground, below ground, the Lady of Coins would know. Getting a meeting with the Lady of Coins, I'm not sure how you do that, but maybe if you ask around, maybe she'll seek you out. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. But if anybody would
I see,
know,
so
the Lady of Coins would know.
So it's a kind of a she'll find us rather than we'll find her situation, is it?
Yeah, people don't tend to stumble upon her by accident, but she seems to find people.
Question. What was with the hesitancy? Why the reluctance to share this information? What's going on here? Tell me, friend.
Look, the Lady of Coins is very well connected. People in the know her. I've had the misfortune of not meeting her, but meeting one of her lackeys. And let's just say I left that meeting with a bit of a limp. Yeah, she's not to be trifled with, but if anybody knows, she knows. And look, friend, I appreciate the 10 gold your friend gave me, but that's why I want to talk to you in a corner. This is literally putting my life at risk.
All right, I appreciate this. Look, I'll tell you what. Your secret's safe with me, and my friends, of course, but I owe you a favor. How does that suit you?
Oh,
Next time you're in need, you just call on your old chum Proteus.
all right.
DM making a note and highlighting it.
Yeah. But of course, there's one further caveat. Yeah. That would mean that I've got your back if you've got mine. Should my life be in danger, I'd expect you to be by my side, and likewise.
BFFs.
Look, friend, I've telling you a lot. You owe me a favour. I don't think it's the other way around. Well, way around.
All right. How about you buy me a drink? We'll call it that.
All right. You're kind of new to this, aren't you? I can
Oh,
tell.
sweet.
I mean, you haven't asked the most obvious question of all.
Oh, yes.
He looks at you expectantly.
And I may have been missing some of the earlier conversations, so I might not be up to play here. What's the obvious question?
Well, who's asking you the obvious question? He looks at your blank face. Gotta ask my name, friend. My name is Spyro Tassilus.
Did we not catch his name? Sorry.
Nope.
I just thought he was an NPC with no name, so I just ran with it.
Sorry, I missed the start of the conversation. Yeah. All right. Yes. Sorry. What was his name? What's your name? Spyro Tassilus. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll remember your name. I'm sure you remember mine.
Right. Now, if I ever get in desperate need, friend, yours will be the first door I knock upon.
I look forward to it. But just, don't be too eager. But yes, I'll be there.
Make a persuasion or deception check as appropriate. If you intend to honour Spyro, then persuasion, otherwise deception. Okay. Well, he believes you. He believes that you're going to honour it. And he tips his head to you. Well, I'll be seeing you, friend. I'll be making some inquiries as promised, and we'll go from there. Legendary Aussie rules play. Is that literally true? Or is it just a Greek sounding?
Just a very Aussie rules sounding name.
No, that's
Spyro
true.
Tassilus.
Spyro. Yeah, he sounds a bit of like a wog.
Tassilus! Tassilus!
Tassilus!
Tassilus for the
Whoa! He's put under the boys!
Okay. One other thing as we're leaving this fine establishment. Okay. So, Albert, as you've detached yourself from Proteus and wandering or leaving the bar, getting another drink, something like that.
Keeping a general eye on Proteus, in case things. I don't know what this guy had in mind. But from a distance, if that makes sense.
Sure, it does. It does. I mean, this is the type of roguey things you do, right? Keep an eye on several things at once. You do notice there's several dwarves, and they're looking at you. And when you look at them, they turn their eyes away, but they're keeping an eye on you.
Okay, he will head for I don't know, is there a separate area that he can go to that's kind of out of the way and, I don't know, private?
Yeah, there's private corners of the Dragon's Tooth, but that's not where the dwarves are. But you're just going to go to a quiet area?
Do they look or feel, what's the buzz that Silas is getting off them? I mean, does he feel uncomfortable, or does it look like pure curiosity from... Yep. Insight. Oh, to be a cleric. Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, well, you've seen people who are wanting to rip your head off, Silas. These people do not want to rip your head off. Curious and hesitant would be the vibe you get from them. No malice, though.
No malice. Okay, he will carefully head over to their table.
Hello, friend. Have a seat.
Gentlemen, it's a seat.
Now tell me,
Carefully.
you're called Silas the Doomed One, are you not?
Some people call me the Doomed One, yes.
What do you call yourself, friend?
Well, I make the most of what I can when I can. Silas, the living for the day.
Living for the day. Well, I gotta say, I cannot really expect that. What do you think of history? Is it to be honored? Is it to be respected? We just forget about it. Live in the moment as you do.
Oh, history's a wonderful thing.
Tell
You can't
me.
have today without yesterday.
Very true. I've heard the rumors around town that you're planning to head to the Mithril mines at some point. Is this true?
Is that I missed last week's game? Is that from last week's game? That feels like a last week's game thing.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's
no.
new to me as a player.
But remember, you must shape the silver fires of the Lost Forge in order to craft the tools that you
right.
need. The Mithril Forge. So you need to go there at some point to complete the great labors.
Yeah,
Yeah, we know the forges and the mithril mines, so we do want to go there.
Well, do you know, gentlemen, it is of interest to me at least. Why? Why stay you?
But as I said, history is very important to us dwarves. Look, I
I'm
don't
not
know if you know
denying
your history that well, but there were great battles during the first of the Great Wars, 500 years ago. And my kin, my family, my clan, they fought bravely at the Mithril mines. Unfortunately, the Mithril mines did eventually fall to the forces of Sidon. And Sidon closed up that forge. It has never been reopened since. But the bones of my ancestors still lie in that forge. And I don't know about you, but honored ancestors should not be just as left as bleached bones in the depths of a pale dungeon. They need to be buried properly and respected.
Well, I can see it pains you deeply, and
Oh, it
indeed,
does.
I could be of help here in some way, and perhaps I don't know. What are you thinking?
Tell you what, if you make your way to the Mithril mines and you find the bones of my ancestors, I'd appreciate it if you bring it back. Our customs dictate that only the skull is necessary, because that is where the soul resides. So if you bring me back dwarven skulls, I can pay you some gold pieces per skull.
Wow, that sounds exciting. And indeed, I have a cleric with me who would be able to give all the burial and things needed to be done to the skulls. And
Oh,
bring
no.
it to you.
No. I would expect the skulls to be returned to us so we can perform our rituals.
Absolutely. Okay. That sounds like an adventure.
Well, if you go into the Mithril mines, I'll be very much appreciative. Now, I know getting gold pieces from a dwarf is like... I've lost the metaphor here, but it's very difficult. I will give you...
Say no more. If these are your ancestral homes, these mithril mines, perhaps you have a map of some kind. That would be awfully helpful to me. That's all I'll need. And then we can carpe now this thing.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a map. We don't even rightly know where the Mithril mines are. That has been lost.
History and all that. Yes.
All I can tell you is the mine was magical. Things could be forged there that were impossible to forge anywhere else. But as I said, this location has been lost. Just like our dwarven skulls have been lost. But if you can bring them back, you'd have the appreciation of the dwarves of Astoria.
Well, anything you can tell me about these mines, maybe you could write it down and send a little message to the King's Palace. That would be awfully helpful to me and indeed to you.
Well, the Mithril mines, they were a multi-level structure. They obviously went down at least a couple of levels. There was a great furnace there. I don't know what powers the furnace now, even if it is alive. I don't know. But it is powered by some great magical device, magical creature. I don't know. But it's not just simple fire. They dug deep. Some people say too deep. So if you do manage to find out what you can, I'd be very interested. I'm not looking for more information. I wish I had it to give you, but it's said 500 years ago, a lot has been lost to history. But we do not forget those who fall defending the Mithril mines.
Indeed. If anything does come to mind, be sure to visit the King's Palace and leave a note or something. It'll get to me.
All
But
right.
in the meantime, I'll do what I can. My party, we will do what we can.
I appreciate that. And you too, I heard
All
the
right.
conversation before. You're not asking the most obvious of questions.
What's in it for me? That would be my normal first question. Is there anything in it for me?
Look, it's,
So,
it's very
whatever your name
important
is?
to us. Well, my name is Ukid Hillbrewer. Pleasure to meet you, Silas, the living in the present moment one. Now, there
I
is
like
something
how
in
you
it
talk,
for you. There is something in it for you. As I said, getting gold pieces from a dwarf is not easy. It's like getting milk from a bull. This is just not possible. But we could pay you 10 gold pieces per dwarven skull you bring back to us.
You won't have to pay for your dead. We'll bring them to you.
Well, that would be appreciated. All I can offer you if you're not interested in gold. The eternal thanks of the dwarves of Astoria. Perhaps we could find you some type of favor in the days that come.
Perhaps. Until then, carpe diem.
Aye.
And he gets back to the bar.
Blessings of the five go with you.
Proteus, how did it go, mate? Oh, he's passed out already.
No, I'm here. Sorry about that.
That's all good, man.
Let's keep putting myself on mute. Well. Okay, so was it the Lady of the
Coins, Lady of Coins.
Coins.
Oh, Proteus instantly muted himself. Yeah, but it's the Lady of Coins, this underworld figure that...
Why does it keep muting? I'm not sure. Okay, anyway, I'm back now. Yes, Lady of Coins. We've got to look for the Lady of Coins. She sounds like she might be dangerous, a bit of a gangster. Potentially many thugs. Not entirely sure where to find her, but if we make enough noise, she might find us. But there could be a more subtle way of finding her. You know, we could avoid getting roughed up in the process. But she quite possibly might hold the answers we seek.
Well, I do have some Thieves Guild contacts here. Maybe. Well, once we find out what the others are up to, we could maybe try and get a hold of my Thieves Guild contacts here.
Well, the game is afoot, good fellow. I love a good investigation.
Let's do it! But first, a drink.
Or two.
Is that a challenge?
Don't tell Damas. He'll probably have three.
Yeah.
Speaking of Damas, so have we gone to Vulcan while the others have done their investigation and stuff like that?
Sure, we can say this at the same time. So Damas and Okobolo, I think?
Yeah, and
Yep.
Stefanos. Is Stefanos with us as well? Ed?
It's muted.
Uh-huh.
He's passed out in the street. Oh,
Here he is.
Do you want to come with us to the forge, to the Vulcan, the armorer?
Yeah.
And of course you can. Stefano/Ed. Is there anything else you'd like to accomplish in the city while you're here, Ed?
No.
Okay, cool. Alright, so you head over to the blacksmith, head by Vulcan. And Vulcan is there working away on his, whatever he's working away on. Don't remember what Vulcan looks like. This. Oh, I haven't showed you Vulcan. This is Vulcan. Have you met Vulcan before?
We haven't. We
No.
Did we drop the hammer off or not? There was a hammer that we had to give him. And did we drop it off when we went past, or did we just
Let's say
I
you
brought to him.
haven't. Let's say you haven't.
No,
Mhm.
we didn't. I was going to
Okay.
do it on our little loop, but we ended up not doing it.
Okay, cool. So you can have the hammer, Vinny, or Stephanos, you can have the hammer.
Well,
Yeah.
let me.
Stefano, you take the hammer.
So, Vulcan's Hall, it is known, is indeed a forge, and it is decorated with a variety of bronze armors, weapons, and farming tools. And this withered-looking dwarf is working the forge at the back of the wall. And you see him, he's just cursing over there. Oh, fuck this! If I haven't ever done on a fucking horseshoe in my entire life, I'll be a happy dwarf. Honestly, this is just beneath me. What the fucking horses? How do you fucking horses here and yet I'm making horseshoes? Fucking tongues. What the hell am I doing here? It's a fucking waste of... Have I had my proper tools? Ah, the things I could do. And who the fuck are you? What do you want?
Uncle!
Uncle?
Down. You're...
Who the fuck are you?
I'm just, my name is Zoko. I'm Pythor's son.
You're not my fucking nephew then, you bleeding idiot. You're my fucking grandson.
Granddad, then.
Granddad.
Uh,
Oh, what do you fucking do? What do you want, a fucking wooden horse to push around?
is your forge not hot enough? You're trying to heat it up with your words.
Oh, this is a piece of shit forge. It's like a master musician playing with a piece of string. That's all I fucking got to work with.
Right. Can I give you a hand? I might be able to get it hot for you.
That hotness is not my problem. The proper tool is a decent forge. What do you know? Go on, make me a fucking horseshoe. Show me your fucking skills, you daft bastard.
I don't have proficiency with tools at all, but I'll give it a go.
Maybe if we give him a fork.
He,
You have any to give?
You're making these fucking horseshoes. Look, take the hammer, and he hands you a hammer, bend it around the anvil and make a horseshoe. Let's see your skills, grandson. See if the blood of the blacksmith flows in your veins. You can make just a basic dexterity check. Just a d20 plus your dex. Yeah. It's a bent piece of metal, but it's a long stretch of an imagination to call it a horseshoe. And you're not fucking asking to help me. Look, if you want to learn how to make a horseshoe, I can teach you. Judging by your current ability, it takes at least another fucking 20 years. You got 20 years to spend, lad.
I ain't got 20 years. I only got a couple of nights, a couple of days.
Three nights, Oko, three. You've got 3 nights, and on the 4th you'll be sacrificed.
What the fuck can I teach you in 3 days, you daft idiot? Maybe if you spend more time working on your brain instead of those muscles, you might make something of yourself. Use a muscle between your horns, lad.
Oh, I can see where Dad gets his temper.
Vulcan, sorry to interrupt. Apologies for Oko Polo here. He's a really straight-up person, and he tries his best and everything like that. But Stephanos here has a hammer that was gifted to us to give to you. Perhaps that would help you with your efforts, don't you think?
Now let's see the hammer. Do you hand him the hammer, Stephanos? Oh, this is more what I'm fucking talking about. With this hammer, I can create great things, great magical weapons, and no more fucking horseshoes, I'll tell you that much. Look.
We might be in the markets for...
Look, you and your fucking wispy words. Just shut your trap. I'm gonna talk to my grandson. At least he's straight up with me. Look. Did I stutter? Shut the fuck up.
Yes, I'm being
No, you're
quiet
not. You're not
now.
shutting up. You're not
Okay,
shutting.
yes, no, I'm shutting up right now. This is me being quiet. Yes, thank you.
Orko fucking baller. Look, lad. I know who you are. I know you're my grandson the instant you walked into my forge. I know who you are. I know you've been prophesized. I know you've done great things in Mitros, which I've watched from afar. But look, lad. These are hard times. I know what you're gonna ask me, so why don't you ask me? Let's see if you worked on that brain of yours.
You must have worked all the forges and all the land.
Get to the fucking point, lad.
Yes, get to the point, Orko.
You be quiet. Orko,
Yes, I will.
We need to know where the mithril mines are.
lad. And it gives you some quite detailed instructions. And he says there about... Oh, did I drag you to the map? I did not. Right about there, the blue X.
Oh, that's nearby.
Look, lad. If you do manage to reopen the forge, I suggest you give it a couple of days. There are contacts I need to clarify some things with, and I'll send you on your way. I do not know what state the forge is in. I did not know if inhabitants have taken it over, but that is where you'll find the mithril forge. And once you get it fired up, lad, with this hammer that Python's given you, with the forge that hopefully you'll reopen in a few days, I could find you weapons that'll make the Titans pee in their pants.
Excellent.
Yes, excellent.
He glares at you, Damas.
Oh, I was just
in
agreeing.
case to take these weapons, you take care of my mate Sarah, just in case it wasn't, around.
Look, lad, I know it's on the line here. I know what Versi had spoken about. I know what that the Oath of Peace is coming to an end. And I'm sure that idiot father of yours is feeling pretty glum, saying you need to finish the stuff that he didn't. Well, here's your chance, lad. Go get those weapons from Necropolis. Go get the gifts that Xander's has. And legend has it he has the Axe of Xander. He has the breastplate of Mitros herself. And of course, the shield of Vulcan. One of my specialities. Go get them, lad.
Right. Will do. Is there anything
was that from the necropolis? Was it? All those things are at the necropolis, right? Right? Yes.
Well, to put it this way, that's where Xandar, the greatest of all the Dragon Lords, was buried, and he was buried with his items. And they almost defeated the Titans, but they did not. Let's go to the Necropolis, seek out his armaments, and perhaps then he'll have a chance against Sidon and Aotearea.
Just one question, if you would indulge me. But perhaps the curse of the grave robber may be if he's buried with them. Is there any way we can uh, uh, appease the spirit in which he was buried and yet still use the items?
Well, let me put it this way. I don't fucking know. You got a brain. Work out your own shit. I don't know how to break it. Go out there and work it out. I got not the fucking foggiest idea.
The conversation is how we figure it out. If you knew, then, okay, I get your point. Right. Yes. Do you know much about basilisks?
Do I look like a fucking library? What's with the 20 questions?
Oh, I'm sorry, don't worry. We've sent some friends down to the pub. I'm sure they would have asked about basilisks at the pub. Guaranteed. Yeah. All right. So would you recommend gathering these armaments from the necropolis before we go into the mithril mines, or vice versa, or what have you?
I'd get the armaments first. There's no guarantee that'll be in working order, so bring them to me first.
Yes. No. Thank you. You have been an immense help. Thank you very, very much. This was much more fun than going drinking with my friends. Yes.
All right, now piss off.
Sure, there's nothing we can help you with, Granddad, while we're here.
A little bit of thwack for your elderly. I like that. I'm just gonna look up something. Give me a second.
Does he have it? Yeah, I'll let you look it up. But
where is it going? Roll me a D100 if you be so kind, Okobolo.
Yeah.
ooh, ooh.
Look, lad. I've been working on this item for a while now, ever since I learned about adversity. And I play that it's going to be helpful to you. And I think it's not particularly much, but he hands you a bag. And this bag has embroidered on the outside all the symbols of the five gods. Vulcan, Pythor, Mitros, Kyra, and Velas. All on the outside. And says, lad, hopefully this is useful to you. If you put things in here, you can carry a lot more on the outside than it would appear. So, what is it?
Oh. A bag of Holdens.
Bag of
Is it?
Holdens.
A bag of carrying
Oh.
shit.
A bag of fox. Oh wow! I mean, come on, that's a good thing to have, right?
Yeah.
Especially if we're going to be carrying heaps of armor and shields and.
Skulls.
Yeah, it would be very handy for carrying armor, but would you be in the market for some used scale mail? I've got some used scale mail. I've used it for a while, but I've upgraded to some breastplate. So would you mind perhaps buying some scale mail off me, Mr. Vulcan, sir?
Just check something. See, a brand new sort of scale melon would set you back about 50 gold pieces. So normally you'd get about half of that, so 25 gold pieces. I'll offer you 10.
Yeah, well,
Go on,
um,
push me. Push me. Come on, try and get a better deal out of me, I dare you.
Okobolo, you might try and convince your grandfather to give us a gold piece more, maybe? No, I'll take
I
10.
don't think he. No, look at his face. I don't think
Stephanos,
he's like-
do you want to convince the man to... My sire may convince you to give us more than 10 gold pieces for something that's worth 50. Stephanos?
I mean,
You could make a persuasion check if you like, Ed.
mine's pretty low though. It's +1.
That's more than mine.
Okay.
Mine's a -3.
Ah, yeah, I'll give it a go. Let me see. If I do, I messed up.
Scale mail's medium, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's more. Sorry.
That's all
What's
right.
the
It's persuasion.
Yeah, I haven't got bloody extension anymore.
Okay, just roll it. I can see it in the game, in the D&D Beyond thingamajig. And roll it, and I'll take your word for it anyway, Ed. What, a 15, right?
Yeah.
15?
Yeah, it was.
Cool. Well, that's pretty good. All right. Listen here, dames. Take some advice out of your friendly, elderly friend over there. You know what his primary ability is? What he's particularly good at?
Punching!
Wrong. He's good at shutting the fuck up.
Yes, of course. No. Yeah, no, I gather that. Yes, no, that's why I get him to do all the talking for me.
You've
all of it.
learned
Yes.
nothing. Just because this guy over here got straight to the point, didn't waffle around with his words. I'll give you 20 gold pieces for the scale, man.
Take it. Yes, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yes, I'll take it. Yes, 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 yes.
Did you want that in the party, Kitty?
I will eventually give it to you, unless we run away from you, Pat.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, you can hang on to the 20 then.
No, you put it in the mix.
Okay. Done.
So I think that it'd be good for us to spend whatever time we have left before the reconvening with the rest of the party, just cleaning up the shop, the workshop, and just I'll chop some firewood for him for the forge, or chop some coal or whatever.
Okay. He gives you a barely audible grunt as you start helping him out.
I sense that I'm not welcome, and I decide that I'm going to check up on the pub, mainly to have a drink of wine, but also because the idea of physical labor does not interest me. Although before I leave, we've just sold that. Do you happen to have anything? Oh no, you've given us stuff. That's fine. I'll go. Yes.
Okay. So Ed, are you going to chop wood or go to the pub? To help Okobolo in the forge, or go to the local inn? Not that you're old enough to go to an inn, Ed, but Stephanos definitely is.
I think I'll go to the pub instead.
Okay. Cool. So we have everybody reconvening at the pub except for Okobolo, who's spending time with his granddad.
I'm just wondering, Silas, how are you for equipment? I was going to see if I can find some studded leather, if they have any there.
I'm not sure how leather would go with whatever the lightest leather is possible is probably what young Silas needs.
Studded leather would be it.
Studded leather. You could probably fly with that. Yep.
Yeah, it's light armor. That's the best light armor you can get.
Yeah, I could do with some studded leather. Indeed.
Yeah,
studded
that's
leather.
maybe we'll cross paths in the street. Oh, we're just
As a
leaving the
crossing
pub.
path. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did you find any basilisks? Did you find the basilisks that we need to hunt down to save the lives of one of our party members? Basilisks, giant crocodiles, under my breath to just say the sirens. Yeah.
Oh, well, Belly started drinking, so maybe we could go back in and figure that out.
Well,
We
I-
find out lots of other things, though.
Oh,
I did
great.
find out the best wine, if you're interested.
Oh, I'm very interested in that.
Oh, and there's some dwarves in there who might want to speak to you about dwarven ceremony and how to carry a skull back from the mithril mines.
Oh, we found the mithril mines. They're just around the corner, but we need to go to the necropolis first. A bit strong advice from the grandfather of Okobolo. Everyone's related to Okobolo. Have you noticed? He's related to everyone in Astoria, it seems.
Oh, he's bald.
Yes, of course. Cool. Yes, well, if we could talk to some people to find out if there's any basilisks on the way, hopefully.
Maybe these dwarves might know some way of if we need to take some weapons along or something like that, and or take
Oh, by
weapons
the
from
way,
those
I
mithril mines. They might know a way of.
I sold my scale mail. I don't know what's for sale there. I was too nervous to ask. He gave us a bag of Holdens, though. It was fantastic.
What's a hold?
Oh yes.
It's for
Yeah.
Holden things. Yes.
Oh, and
That's
by the
what-
way, because Okobolo was helping out his grandfather in the forge, we don't need to role play it out. But if you give me 45 gold pieces, you can have some studded leather, Albert.
Hey, yes. I have a gem that's worth 50. I've just spent all my gold.
He would happily accept the gem.
45.
Righto.
45.
Studded leather.
Could I bargain him down? Maybe I've only got 8.
We
Plus my leather
do
that I'm
have a
wearing.
party.
4.
We do have a party kitty, right?
And I could sell him my current armor, which is just leather.
All right, I'll tell you what. Leather is...
Maybe we could sell the short bow of cupidity if none of us are proficient in it.
Not everyone's proficient in short bows.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
it's longbows that's the problem.
Okay. I'll hold on to that then.
Some damage.
Tell you what, you can sell your leather armor for 5 gold pieces, which will bring the studded leather
Okay.
down to 40.
What
we
about
have
a bit of good old-fashioned Sata charm?
Plus the extra 5 from the gem, which is worth 50. That takes it down to 35.
We have a little under 100 gold pieces, roughly, and then there are a couple, 4 more gems. So
Okay. We should have
I'm
enough.
get
happy
rid
for
of-
the party to bump up a little bit of armor class for.
Yeah.
Plus 2 necklaces with 100 GP and 4 rings at 50 GP each.
So we've got
Can
plenty.
the
of,
Yeah,
can
yeah, so
the
we can,
monk wear armor?
I don't think so.
Right.
All right.
So
Nah.
he's gonna be a little bit more front line.
Rings get unarmored defense, which means better that they
Oh,
don't.
right.
Yep.
Okey dokey.
yeah, so we could
Okay,
certainly
so-
trade away one of the rings. Is that the general consensus?
yeah, so we're after 2 studded leathers, aren't we? Is that right?
Yeah, and selling my leather and your leather, I imagine, Alan's Silas.
Well,
I don't have
you-
any. I don't have any armor.
Ah,
Yeah, so
Ooh.
you swapped the gem for that. So that was 5, and then we were going to get rid of another ring, which is another 50 gold pieces equivalent thereof.
Yeah.
That sound right? So that covers you guys upgrading your leather armor.
nice.
Studded leather. Are you happy with that, Malcolm?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
And absolutely you can wear studded leather, Albert. You are proficient
Lovely.
in light armor, so no problem.
Fantastic.
And that won't stop him
I'm-
from flying or anything. I
Nope.
imagine not.
No disadvantage at all. You
I
are
might
correct.
replace my my dissolved dart. I imagine darts are rather cheap, or the equivalent of a dart, which might just be. If I could take that bent piece of metal and complete it into a loop, that would still serve the same job.
Yep. Let's see, a dart. Yeah, 5 copper pieces per dart.
Right, well, this is obviously a special custom one because it's circular instead of pointy.
You can still pay
You've
5.
seen Xena Warrior Princess?
Yeah.
Tell you what, you can get 5 darts for what that'd be. They're 2 silver. There we go. Slight discount.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll do that, so I don't have to worry about that so much.
You're taking care of the. So that'll give you a plus. Any armor at all at the moment, Albert?
That'd take him. Oh, what's that'd take him up to 18, I believe. Is it +2 for started leather or +1?
+1.
Well, let
That'd
me-
take him up to 7.
That's later is 15
What's your armor
15
class
plus
now?
your dex.
12 plus dex.
12 plus dex, sorry, yeah.
I got you, Albert. I'm adding studded leather to your equipment sheet.
Oh, I just did.
Ah. Now you have 2 sets, and yes, your armor class. I'll delete the one that I added.
17. Yay!
17, nice. I'm on a lowly
Yeah.
15.
Hard to hit.
Hope so.
And the other point of business is just going into the pub and asking, the grand hero Okobolo, he's standing up for the princess, for Pythor, and the princess, he's going to sacrifice himself. But I've heard that there's basilisks around. Does anyone know where we might find these basilisks or crocodiles, and I checks to see whether Silas is next to him, or sirens. Sirens maybe. We would greatly appreciate thinning the herd, shall we say? I guess. Yes.
So you're standing on a table and making this proclamation?
Yes, I am. I'll
How many wines
yes.
have you had at this point?
I've got 6 wines in my pocket still. So yes.
Well, the pub goes
None.
instantly quiet as you stand on top of the table. And then the conversation strikes up again, and the band starts playing again. And so you're asking about basilisks, crocodiles, and harpies.
Is it the harpies? Was it the things that flew in? Yes, harpies.
I was avoiding saying that word, but I've accidentally said it. There we go.
Oh yeah, but I was saying sirens. I still think it's sirens. I'll play that, but yes.
Okay.
What are the happies? Oh, did we know about the happies, or was that accidental?
We knew that there were flying things that came part of the sacrifices.
And sing songs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I still think that they're sirens. Yeah, you've got to watch out for that, Okobolo.
Well, I had a thought. My thought was that we could, since we have a couple of days spare, we could one evening lay out an offering, perhaps get some goats or a single cow as an offering, and therefore entice some of the beasts to come that we could follow, trap, or attack after the sacrifice.
Are you saying we should dress a cow up like Okobolo? Pretend.
No. I'm saying we the day before the sacrifice, we could lay out another sacrifice and kill whatever creatures come to claim the sacrifice.
What time of day is it right now?
Cow.
Early evening, I think.
So we could do this before we head out to the necropolis. So we could perhaps put something out.
Well, I fear that we might need some sort of weapons and protection, but I thought that this might be a way of thinning the numbers once we're back from
The necropolis.
from the necropolis or from the mithril mines, depending if we have time.
Yeah.
That might be a way of.
Okay.
Well, everything's worth a shot. I'm all for it.
Yes.
Yeah, Particles. Great.
But
That's
shall
great.
we? How long would it take us to venture to the necropolis?
You can get there and back in 2 days comfortably. So you could get back before the sacrifice, with a day to spare.
We really should start thinking about the sacrifice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Days. We got days to think about.
I've got he's going to stand on this table once again, and it's like, please, any help you can get, give. I could buy a drink. I've just given my money back to the main person, but as soon as he gets here, I could buy a drink for you or something more. We have saved Coroner. We are doing well, and we will stand up for you against Sidon and Lutheria as well. Like it would be a great
Get off that
service.
table, you daft bastard. Coming over to have a talk.
So who said that?
Just a farmer type.
He goes and Damas goes and sits down next to him.
Look,
you wanted to talk?
look. We do know what you're planning to put your friend's life on the line there for Honora. And I know everybody loves Honora, but everybody knows that Honora next to useless with a sword and has no magical capabilities. So she's just a sitting duck out there on the rock. I've heard you look for basilisks and crocodiles. I suggest you look along the Archelon River. Preferably north of Astoria, which is a problem because that land is known for centaurs and, no offense to your friend, minotaurs, giants, cyclopses, and all manner of creatures. But
We've killed some centaurs. We killed like 5 of them really easily. There was no issue at all.
There's a lot more than 5 out there, friend, and they come in all shapes and sizes. So just be warned. This is why we got our north gate so carefully. To stop raids from cyclopses and giants and gigans and minotaurs. And even satyrs have been known to attack. But well, you go, okay, well, but I can't help but point out that during the First War, Sidon took the side of the satyrs. Sidon took the side of the minotaurs. Sidon took the same of the minotaurs. So, it's not surprised that satyrs, some of them at least, have aligned themselves with Sidon.
Oh no, of course, it's just our one. He's a very charming chap, and the degree of pragmatism really. Like, they don't want to see the suffering, and it seems that our Minotaur is actually related to half the people in this town, so he's got family ties. So no, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah.
Look, I'm not worried about your friend. I know what he's doing for Honora. I know of the great feats he did in the Great Games in Mitros. Almost a mini celebrity there. But if you want to look for basilisks, I suggest you look along the Archelon River to the north of Astoria. If you want to look for crocodiles, it's the same answer. Go to the river to the north of Astoria, the Archelon River. And if you want to look... And we'll look for sirens, those who sing. I assume you don't mean your friend over there, the doomed curse one. I suggest...
No, he's...
I mean, they're creatures who like the mountains. So maybe somewhere along the mountains. Oh, am I on the right map? Being that? Yeah, somewhere along the... I pinged it. Somewhere along here. Maybe north. I would recommend going north of the Archelon River because that'll bring you to the necropolis. And, yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, that's, I think, where we're intending to go. So that's wonderful news. As I say, I don't quite have my money with me now, but I appreciate the help.
Look, friend, don't worry about money. I'm happy to help out. I mean, if this means helping the person who's helping save Honora, and then I've got no problem with it.
Well, thank you, the farmer. May the blessings of the five gods be upon you. We will
you
try our best to protect you and all the fine people of this land.
He nods.
Well,
And
companions, shall we travel north?
I think so. Sorry, Proteus?
Okay.
What was that, Proteus?
No, so nothing. I was just wondering. So we're going. Okay. Yep. North. We've got a lot of things to cover. We've got to prioritize them.
Yeah, we're going north. We cover most of them.
Is it Mithras or whatever it was? Isn't that south?
Metros.
Mitros, sorry.
Mitros is the big city to the south, this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mithril Mines is what I meant to say. Sorry, my apologies.
No, the Mithril mines are here, and it was recommended that we don't go there. We go to the necropolis first.
Yeah.
And if it takes 2 days to get to the necropolis and back, then that gives us a day of stuff. So that, if we can thin out the basilisks and the crocodiles on the way up there and the way back, then that sort of serves two things.
I thought we only had 3 days.
We've got 3 nights, 4 days.
So that's go to the necropolis and back, and that's us.
Yeah.
Sorry, go to the basilisks and back, and that's us.
Well, no, but because but we can do the basilisks on the way to the necropolis, hopefully, kill some crocodiles on the way to the necropolis, hopefully, and then
That's touch and go.
Yeah.
But it's better than the other option, I think. The other option is ignoring them and just letting them come to the rock.
I'm all in for the basilisks. I just don't know if we're. Oh, I suppose time will.
Well, yeah, it's 2 days to get there and back. Not all the way there and all the way back. It's 2 days.
Oh,
so,
I see.
Yeah, so we've actually got a night in hand. If things go wrong and we need to rest a bit.
But that also means no resting, right? Yeah.
Well, it means 2 days, I presume, with resting. Is that right, Malcolm?
Yeah, a day to get there and a day to get back. So you could obviously
Speaking of resting, I'm not at full health. Is everyone else? Have we rested? Have I missed the rest there?
I
or
assumed we had. Sorry.
Take a long rest.
We took a long rest after the centaur fight.
Just assume you're long
Sorry, short rest. We took a short rest after the centaur fight, so you should be at relatively full health.
Well, you'll be spending the night in Astoria where you can take a long rest, so just assume that you're long rested.
Well, I'll take that. Okay. All right, so let's thin out some crocs and maybe harpies or sirens. Sorry.
Definitely
we're not going up
harpies.
the mountains. No, we're not going up to the mountains, right?
I don't.
We're going along the river. Is that the plan?
I reckon we go along the river, but yeah, we sort of try and go to the necropolis as well, and just keep an eye out for those creatures along the river. And rather than pardon,
regarding the basilisks, I mean, the player here knows what the basilisk is. Would our characters know what they are?
We were told that they petrify. We were told that they petrified the things, turned them to stone before they grabbed them. So we know that.
So we need to fight them somehow by avoiding their glare, right?
Yeah. So they have a petrifying, ability.
I might be able to introduce you to my little familiar friend here. My bat. I've got a bat.
What?
What?
Takes a little bat out of his backpack. A living bat.
A cricket bat?
No. Oh, at least he's got a name now, Grey Nichols. But no, a real bat. This is my bat, Grey Nichols. Who gives as my familiar gives me blind sight. So that's by echo. So
echolocation.
Do we have any means to unpetrify something if shit goes down?
That's
not at low levels.
spell.
I
Hmm.
do have lesser restoration. But yeah. Maybe though there's a hopefully there's a well at the very least yeah
Oh, wait.
we'll
With
take him on.
basilisks, do they hit you and petrify you, or is it a look, a gaze?
I think it's a
thi-
look, isn't it?
I think it's we might have a couple of rounds like we'll be fine.
It's from a
Five of
I
us.
gaze.
feel an
Yes.
ambush coming on. I feel an ambush
Yeah,
coming on.
I know.
I
We
think
can
this
set it
is.
up.
Can we avoid them?
Don't worry, we don't need to because we're trying to thin them out before they come to the Rock of Esther. We actually need to sort of see them so that Okobolo isn't taking them on by himself. They won't sneak up on me. I have fantastic perception, even when I'm not looking. In fact, it's often better than when I roll for it.
Yes, I'm proficient in perception too. Yeah. All right. Okay.
And
Well-
what's his name? Silas gets advantage on listening now, thanks to his bat. And he doesn't. And he's got dark blind sight.
Only when you're looking through the bat's eyes, though.
Mm.
Ah, well, he'll have to sit on top of my head.
But you knew that, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you knew.
I'm learning as we go. I'm learning as we go, gentlemen.
Oh well, caution has been thrown to the wind. Let's do it.
And just so we're clear, when you are looking through your bat's eyes, you are blind and deaf. You're blind.
No,
you
I don't
ca-
want to be deaf. I don't want to be deaf. That's the opposite of what I want to be.
Well, when
I
you're looking
can't see it all if I'm deaf.
No, it's the character.
Echolocation.
No, you'll see
character
through your
is-
bat's eyes, and you'll hear through your bat's eyes, and you'll see through your bat's eyes. But Albert will be functionally, Silas will be functionally blind and deaf. So you're
Like
a
a trance.
yeah, like a trance almost as you're looking through the creature's eyes.
That'll be sitting on my head the whole time.
There are options.
Grey
here.
Nichols will be sitting on my head.
Grey Nichols. All right. Okay, so you rest up in Astoria, and it sounds like you're heading off first thing along the Archelon River.
Yes.
All right, and I assume you're searching for basilisk lairs and crocodiles in the river along the way.
Certainly.
Yeah,
Does
just
that mean
keeping an eye out.
2
we
more nights
were-
now?
Weren't we at a temple, just before we leave, weren't we at a temple when we first started this session?
Yep.
Maybe
Yes,
they've
I'll-
got some potions of that gets us back from being
Stone to flesh.
gay. Yeah. Or something like that, or revitalization, or restorative potions.
They
Greater
do.
restoration.
That's the one.
No, they don't. Keep in mind, a Greater Restoration is a 5th level spell. And put it this way, even if you they did have it, you couldn't afford it.
Yeah. Cool.
So it's morning now. So does that mean we've got 2 more sleeps until the sacrifice?
Yeah, 2 more sleeps, but we've got the whole of the day. It's like imagine him like catching a flight to London on the final day, and we've got to fill that time with preparations.
So you could get there, have a sleep, come back, have a sleep, and then dusk of that day is when you need to sort it out. You head outside. The guards at the north gate of Astoria warn you that you're walking into the plains to the north of Astoria, noted for centaurs, giants, and other bits and pieces. But you press on anyway, following the river along, looking for basilisk lairs, looking for crocodile lairs. I'm going to ask for a group survival check. So everybody, please roll me a survival as you work together to try and find out.
Can I give someone guidance?
Sure.
And can I do it from the air? Will that help us out?
Yeah, do it at
No,
an
that'd be
advantage.
perception. Oh, okay.
You could do survival at advantage from above. I'll be nice.
Or Silas? Okay.
Yep.
I've given someone guidance, so can we just add a D4 into the middle of this?
Does this have anything to do with my keen smell perception?
Ooh.
Sure, you can do advantage as well. Everybody gets
Yay.
advantage. You get advantage. You get advantage.
You want advantage? You got advantage. Everybody gets advantage. 20 is my highest.
I'll give the D4 to someone, the guidance.
Ed rolled 4.
Okay.
Oh, Silas will take a D4. Oh,
You're
yeah.
20.
Oh!
Oh!
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh,
Natural 20! Natural 20!
double natural 20.
holy
He's a
shit.
survivor. He's a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
In a previous, I run the Ice Maiden one with a different group, and it's one of the only village you guys didn't go to, and there was a riot there, and he was trying to turn around the opinions to their side. And I said, okay, make a persuasion check at disadvantage, and he rolled a double natural 20 at disadvantage. So
Oh, yeah.
that was an impressive roll. Okay, so with Okobolo nailing it, Silas, so far you haven't found a basilisk lair, but you do along the Archelon River, where it's a bit more shallower, not so deep and wide. You do find an area, and you're pretty sure you spot a couple of crocodiles in there. You see them basking in the water with just their kind of snouts poking out, waiting for some creature of the plains to come and snap them up. What do you do?
Let's bait them.
I think that we need to take them out as much as I don't want to do these creatures. If they're doing the bidding of Lord Sidon, I think it's in our best interest to take them out. I'm sorry.
Does anybody know what attracts basilisks? And don't say bats.
Meat.
Cows on a sacrificial rock.
And don't say goat either.
Crocodiles.
Goat on a sacrificial rock too. Yes.
No gods. I could dip my tail in the water and run.
I think what I want to do is perhaps if I shoot them with my longbow, maybe it'll draw them out. Don't you think?
I think we should stealth. Some of us at least should stealth. In case.
All right.
Stealth is my thing. I could do that.
Yeah, I'll stealth too.
I'll
then
just
maybe we-
stay still and draw my longbow and have a ready action to just shoot.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, those who
hang on.
stealthy, make
hang
stealth
on.
for us.
Could I use the short bow of cupidity in this instance? I could, right?
Do
On
they,
one
do
of
they
them.
need a certain wisdom score or something?
I'm just
Like, could you
looking
do
at
it to
now.
beasts?
Oh, but it doesn't say you can't. DC 14 wisdom.
Yeah, and just to be clear, if you do hit someone with the short bow of cupidity and they are charmed, it will treat the person who shot the bow as a trusted friend.
Yeah. But just the person, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
just the person.
With the amount of trees about, Silas is attempting at least to stealth from one tree to another with his wings,
Sure.
if he can glide it. I don't know if that's a thing.
No, that's the thing. Yeah, 21, sure.
I do have speak with animals as well, as another option.
So you can tell them that, sorry, we're going to kill you, and then
Are they
you
beast
die.
or animal? We know so little about these things.
Giant crocodiles are beasts, animals, right?
Oh,
Yep.
crocodiles. Indeed.
Yep.
I was thinking basilisk.
I'm very sorry, but I feel we must take them down.
Yes, but I'm just trying to think of the best way to do that to avoid... Alright, they're just normal crocodiles, as far as we can see?
The big crocodiles, the giant crocodiles.
I message everybody, Kyra's with us, except for Kyra. Kyra's with us. She won't like us killing stuff or just killing stuff.
I message Kyra. Are you cool with us killing these things to protect Okobolo?
Well, I don't like it. I mean, the crocodiles are just kind of living their best life, right? But I don't like crocodiles as much as I like Okobolo. So yeah, we need to take them out.
If these crocodiles are doing Sidon's bidding,
Well,
What if we could otherwise detain them?
That's not quite right. Doing
Elder
Sidon's
crocodile.
bidding? No, they just like eating people. They know where to go where the feeding's good.
We could poison the food, not that it kills them, but maybe put them asleep so they don't actually make it to the sacrifice. So maybe we hit them up on the way back.
We're still 3 days out.
On the way back.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think that's as close as we could get for Kyra's blessing.
I mean, I do have sleep magic, enchanting music. La la la. Twinkle little star.
I am all for making sure that our mighty Okobolo survives that night. And so I feel, if it makes you feel better, we could eat them. Apparently, they taste like chicken. They're not
That's true.
sentient creatures. We've dined on, and he looks over at Okobolo and then whispers to the others, beef before. We've never had an issue with that.
Maybe, Kyra, would that be okay if we killed them for food? Surely that would complete the, circle of life.
I don't want to start it again. I'm cool with it. As I said, I like crocodiles, but not as much as I like Okobolo.
Here we go. That's a blessing. That's a go. That's a go, guys. That's a go.
Let's do it. Okay. All good. Okay.
So Okobolo,
Okay, so we've got, how many snouts do we see? 4?
well, Okobolo, so as you get closer to the riverbanks, can you make me a perception check, please, to see exactly about that? And then Silas, you're stealthing around as well. You make me a perception check as well.
Please. Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm stealthing too. Sorry, I forgot to do that.
And is this a keen snout?
No, this is just trying to see whether a keen snout won't help
Okay.
you, so just a straight roll.
Cool.
So 22 perception and 13 perception. You do spot. I'll show you where they are on the map. A couple of snouts poking out there.
Mm.
Messaging everyone to look in that direction.
Okay, so you message them and you know where the crocodiles are.
Okay.
Just give us messaging Oko. Just give us word, and when you're going in there, and I'll open up and give word to everybody else to open up. We might be able to get around before they react. If indeed your plan is to go wading in there with a charge.
My plan is. Yeah, I do. I want to go. I want to get down to here if I can without disturbing them.
You don't disturb them, but a much larger crocodile, who chose exactly the wrong place, Okobolo, springs out of the water and tries to drag you
Son
into
of
the
a
water with
bitch.
it. So, we're going to start with an attack on Okobolo.
That
While
poor
we're doing
crocodile.
that,
Roll for initiative.
Like on your counter.
Look on your counter. Oh, hello.
not hooked up, Ed. So just let me know your initiative, and I'll add it in for you.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Alright, alright.
Um. Got the right one.
Yep, that looks good. No, we wrote an intelligence save. So
okay,
you
yeah.
see next to the armor class, kind of in the middle of the sheet.
Yeah, okay.
Yours
Yep,
is
I see now.
plus lots.
Yeah.
There you go. 18.
I
So-
need to get the I need to get that art thing. The roll 20 art.
It's
Plug it.
called Beyond 20. If you just Google Beyond 20, it'll probably find it for you. Stephanos 18. Okay, but it's nobody's turn except for this giant crocodile that springs out of the water, waiting for its meal to come. And yeah, it's smaller crocodiles, but these much larger crocodiles, which are needless to say a bit more difficult. You right, Ed?
Yep, I'll just download it now.
Ah, good man. I want to try a test roll. Okay, so these massive jaws burst out of the water and go to bite into Okobolo, and rolls. It's an advantage, and it rolls a natural 1 and a 24. So the 24 hits.
Yes.
As it sinks its teeth into you, and you take 20 points of piercing damage,
Oh,
and you are grappled, and
That sacrifices come early.
it drags Okobolo into the water, and he disappears in the other side of Okobolo. Whoops, that's not the right thing. Into the wrong layer. It drags Okobolo beneath the water. Where's Okobolo? Who knows? Proteus, what do you do?
did I not get my readied action though? With
Oh
the
no, I'll give you a
bow
ready action. Yep, you can shoot. You're going to shoot at the big guy.
draw? I wanted to shoot at the big guy.
Okay, take
because
a
he
shot.
was attacking. Thank you very much. All right, to my longbow. Where is it? Action. Here we go. Do. Oh, get out of the way. Boom. 19.
That does sink into the flank of this ginormous crocodile. Roll damage.
8.
Barely notices as it's thrashing around. There's more of Okobolo's blood in the water than there are crocodile's blood. Okay, so that was your prepared action, Dharma, so that's all you can do. But now it's Proteus. What do you do?
Can't get to him in time, but I will take my full movement. 4, 5, 6. I can't see the big one anymore, can I? He's gone. Okay. Bugger.
I mean, you could try and find him. It would require a perception check, though, and that would take your action.
No, I'm just going to attempt to cast Bane on the 2 I can see.
Okay.
So let's do that.
So charisma save. These things are noted for their charisma. So it's a 30-foot sphere. Is that right?
Oh, sorry, let me bring it up for you. I think I measured it. It should be fine.
We've got a fish as my familiar one for a fucking bat.
Yeah, 30 feet, yep.
Okay.
A range of 30 feet, it just says. Yeah.
Where do you
Sphere
put it?
must be. It's from the caster, isn't it? So, yeah. Okay.
No, it's... Wait.
It can go 30
Range
feet from the
30
cast.
feet.
Okay.
Three creatures of your choice
You
that you
go-
can see.
Two different directions.
Yes, it's got to be these two. These are the only two crocodiles you can see.
Yeah, that's
And
what I
then
thought.
Charisma
Yeah.
saving throws. They both fail. So they both
Yeah.
become Bane. Minus D4 to attacks. And Saving throws was my main symbol.
And that's me. That's all I can do.
Okay, so Baned. Okay, very good.
Just Octobolo isn't in the initiative order.
Oh, what did you roll, Octobolo?
10.
Oh, sorry, because you're disappeared, your initiative order doesn't come up, but I see it because I'm the DM.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
I'll let you know when it's your turn. Just so you're disappeared, so it disappears from there. Okay, so Bane cast by Proteus, and you're concentrating on that, of course. And the only way they can break Bane is if they break your concentration. Okay, Particles.
Hurrah! I will advance 30 feet as well. Then I shall deploy a 30-foot cone, or original length from me. Where's my 30? Oh, there we go.
If you go one
There you go.
one
that'll
step
work.
across.
Does that hit the one in the middle?
Yep.
Is that right? Okay.
You can take one
So
step
four.
closer, Proteus. Yeah.
Oh, I can take one step. Oh, I can be one step closer to you, but that makes us a more tempting target. Anyway,
Yeah, true that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them from there anyway. Good point. So I will cast this Rhymes Binding Ice to these creatures in the water.
Ooh.
Con saves.
So hopefully that should.
14. Oh, they both fail once again, so they get 16 cold damage, and they need an action to free themselves, right?
Yeah, they're hindered by the ice, which I think means they basically can't move. It has to be another creature within reach using an action to break them away, because they're basically unable to do so.
Can you bring up the description? Because
Yeah, how do I do that? So it's on your screen.
display.
I did the card for it.
You're displaying VTT. So you just click on the spell, and then it'll bring up a new side
yeah.
panel, and there's a displaying VTT.
Run up there.
I got you, bud. I got you.
Oh, Thunderwave. What?
Cold energy, 30-foot cone.
Until
yeah,
it
if they get
or
through-
another creature.
Oh, okay.
So, but still, very good. Okay, so the ice forms around them. They struggle to go out. Almost the banks of the river turn into ice and bind themselves around them. Nice move. Okay. Does that concentration? Not even concentration.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, cool. Damus.
I'm going to come forward and to here. That's not all my movement, but that's okay. And I'm just going to cast. Wait, let's just see this here. To there to there. That's 30 feet. All right. I presume that. Yeah, I'm just going to cast spiritual weapon over the spot where I last saw it, and so my Zyphos will come out. Whereabouts? Oh, have you given me one? Have you? No.
Yeah, we'll use this X.
Yeah, we'll use the axe inside. Oh, whoops, I've got my measuring tool. Cool. It's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think 30 is the distance. Oh no, range is 60 feet. So I'm going to where I last saw it, which I believe was sort of here, I believe. And I don't believe I need to see it. It can just attack if it's any creature that's within 5 foot of it.
Well, number one, it's disadvantaged because it's swinging underwater. So,
Okay.
I'll make an attack roll at disadvantage.
And where is the attack roll for it? It's over here at the minus. Boom. Cool.
Which square are you attacking?
I think directly below me, right?
Swing through water. It might be the case that you missed, or it might be the case that they're not there.
And that is my turn.
No, that's your bonus action. Spiritual weapon is a bonus action, including the swinging of it.
Oh, cool. Okay, in which case then I spin around and just take a shot at the one that's closest. So this one here.
Okay.
Cool. Back to actions. Wah. Ah, that'll hurt.
Does hit. It's severing, piercing. You get it right in its mouth as it's trying to break through in its eyes, and goes down.
Oh, sorry, it was this one, the close one.
Boop. There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, now that was your movement to get up there. Okay, Stefanos, your turn.
What is it? Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna move closer to the. Movement. That's right. Wait, can I reach it? Or... Oh, yes, I can. Okay. And then I'm gonna throw that.
You're going to throw your silver spear. Okay, well, fortunately. Oh, and I forgot to put Kyra in the initiative order. Kyra is not singing her song because the DM forgot. But I'll roll her into the initiative order now. Oh, Kyra. Kyra's too busy. She's shocked. She's just shocked that Alcobol has been sucked under. Okay, so that's your spear. You throw your spear at it, it misses. I can definitely get up closer next time, though. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Stefanos?
Not particularly, no.
Okay. Silas, hiding in the plants of the plain. What do you do?
He'll take a shot at that fella there.
Okay.
So I assume he has an advantage on that.
Yes, you do. Yep.
Oh, cool.
And sneak attack damage if you hit.
Love that. Looks like a hit.
That does look like a hit.
That much.
Skewer the creature in it. It's no longer moving for numerous reasons. But you still
Then
don't see
he'll,
Alcobol.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and then he'll dash for another as a cunning action.
Mm-hmm.
20, 25. No, he'll stay in that tree. Oh, shit. 30. I like staying in the trees at the moment. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You know what? We'll come in behind here. So he's landed.
Okay, cool. Landed on the ground behind your three allies there. Alcobolo, you're underwater being chewed on by an alligator. What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I say, sorry, that, let me get the measuring tool out, sorry about this. I think he was over here, so 60 feet. Can I get the bat to fly that far as well?
Yeah, let me get you a bat.
I can move, it can fly 30 feet, so it's not hovering above, it's a good 30 feet off the water, 15 feet above the water. 16, it is 16 feet above the water.
Did you do Pythagoras?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just give you control over this token. And we'll get your... Well, that's a reasonable token, actually. And it's controlled by Silas.
There, yeah.
Yeah, so feel free to move this guy where you want him to be.
Yeah, 16 feet above the water.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make it 15 because I have a 15 mark. You know, it's a little token thing on it now that says 15. But we'll just pretend that's 16. For some reason, I decided not to make 50 numbers from 1 to 50 for the altitude. So we'll have
Yeah, I
to
was
go
just
with
going
15.
meta anyway, because alligators can't jump 15 feet, surely.
Surely. Okay, sorry. So you need to technically roll initiative for your bat.
Oh, okay. My bad, I thought he was just mine. So my bat, I've got his creature stats up here, is +2 on whatever this is going to be. 7, 8, 9.
Okay, won't worry about it this particular session. We'll just say that happens now. Okay. So, as we were, so Silas, Okobolo, under the water, thrashing around in the jaws of an alligator. You are grappled. What do you do?
Well, the grapple condition is kind of weird. If I grapple my grappler, does that reverse the grapple? Or do I have to escape the grapple?
No, you both have movement of 0. You both grapple each other.
Yeah. Well, if I escape the grapple, I will still have movement of 0 and just be there, or have used my action
No.
to escape the grapple.
If you escape the grapple, you have your full movement available to you.
Oh, okay, right.
Are you going to
Okay,
go
I will-
Mick Dundee or
I'll
Steve Irwin?
use my action to escape the grapple.
Okay. Just a sec.
So that's an athletics check, right?
Well, I will give you a hint. If you rage, you could do this at advantage.
Yeah, but I think I would like my bonus action for something else.
Okay, so let me know
Let's
what
do
you
it.
want to do. So you're going to try and
Yeah.
escape first? Okay,
Yeah.
in that case, make me an athletics check. DC 16. DC 16 for these big boys. And what'd you roll? 17! Just make it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you're still under
Okay,
the water.
so
You are no longer grappled.
still in the water. I've broken the grapple. I'm going to bonus action grapple the crocodile.
Is that a special thing that you have?
Yep, it's precocious wrestler, my
Okay.
subclass.
Okay, cool. Great. Okay, it's trying to get out of it, and it rolls a 16 to avoid your grapple. Okay, in the event of ability scores tied, nothing changes, so it remains ungrappled. Just misses.
If it remains ungrappled, use that in my bonus action. I'm going to stab it with my glaive and.
Your action was to break the grapple.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess
Cyrus thinking?
all I can really do is try to swim away and just take the opportunity attack and hope
Okay.
it misses.
What I'll say is you see Okobolo jump out of the water, so you know where he is. And you see this momentarily where this creature is. Did move after it grappled him, which is why his spiritual weapon missed. I'm going to hide him away again. But you do get a brief glance at the crocodile. And it is indeed going to try and bite you again. Straight roll. What's your armor class, Okobolo? It was a 14. So that misses.
15.
He misses. So you
Oh.
slip out the way.
Yeah. Run away.
1, 2, 3.
Keep in mind, these two are difficult terrain because you don't have a swim speed.
Okay, so
Let's say you can move
So
20
that's
squares.
2,
You can move
4.
you can move 4 squares.
yeah,
Okay,
so that's about as far as I can go. Yeah.
perfect. So breaking free of the crocodile, jumping through. Fantastic. You're at least a little bit safer now, Okobolo. Okay.
Not yet.
Okay, well these two crocodiles are dead. They won't get a turn. Nor will Kyra. Is bursting up from the waters. There's another giant crocodile.
Oh no, Stefanos.
It takes a step forward out of the water, which you can do. Stefanos, what's your armor class?
17.
17. Okay. So it comes at you with this massive bite. Whoomph. And rolls a 19. So it sinks its teeth into you. Oops, where did that go? And you take. Let me just check. You take 20 points of piercing damage, and the creature wraps you in its jaws. So 20 points, so reduce your hit points by 20, perfect. Grabs hold of you, and then let's get rid of these guys. They're just chum at the moment. See you later, chum. That's all you are. And it drags him in, but because of its movement, it doesn't quite get him into the water. The crocodile does descend beneath the water, but you can still see Ed just desperately, or Stefan is desperately holding onto the side of the riverbank, not quite thrown in yet. Kara says, sorry guys, I'm just freaked out, I'm freaking out even more, but you guys are the heroes, you got this! Song of Heroism. Feel free to roll any dice. Proteus.
Yeah, just seeing what my options are. Maybe not sleep. Okay. Sorry, so Stephanos is okay?
Yeah, but being dragged in and he is
Just-
grappled
well-
in the crocodile's teeth. But he's alive.
Oh, he is grappled. He's
Yep.
grappled. Okay, so we can't see the crocodile either, can we? Okay. So we've got two biggies somewhere under the surface. I actually will just, I'm going to, yeah, it's touch. All right, okay, I'm gonna chance it. I'm gonna move
Yep.
to here and cast Cure Wounds on Stephanos.
Okay.
Can I do that? Can I touch him?
Yeah. Side of the riverbank. Almost in the
8. There you go. 8 points, Stephanos. And I'll move away. 1, 2, 3. Back to there.
As you
Did you get it?
move away, a
okay.
massive tail comes out of the crocodile and takes a swipe at you with its 10-foot reach.
Okay.
Poof! Oh! Pow, pow, pow.
Natural 20! Natural 20!
Oh,
So as you're taking
What
a step
happened? I
back,
can't see anything.
Proteus, it rolls a natural 20, and you take 22 points of damage, and make me a strength saving throw. "19 is enough. You avoid being knocked prone. So you return
Okay,
to
but
where
20.
you were. 22.
You say 20 or 22?
22.
Stephanos, don't forget your 8 points of healing there. Yeah? Can you hear me, Ed? He's gone. He's under the water.
Maybe he's BRB. Remind him when it comes back to his turn, which is kind of soon. Okay, Proteus, yeah, this tail comes out and just whoop, swipes you, almost knocks you off your feet. The creature has, in a sense, given away its location, though, so I'm going to keep this guy visible. This massive tail comes up. Particles.
I don't know why my hit points are updating. Never mind, but yeah.
I think you're muted, Particles.
Pat, we can't hear you.
Sorry, I just don't want to cough all over you. Don't want to spread the horrible cough that I've had. So I will just use... What are we going to go for this time? They probably don't like loud noises, so I'm going to go for a thunder wave.
Okay. So, we'll take the first one, as I always do. So, Constitution throw, DC 14.
Well, that was underwhelming.
17. Oh, was it dexterity? Was it dexterity?
Studio.
Constitution save.
Sorry.
Well,
The
Constitution.
Constitution saving DC 14, yeah.
Yeah, it makes it easy. I rolled what did I roll? 18 on the dice. So, yep. So, a very small thunder wave kicks up and does 2 points of damage to the creature.
Well, essentially, I've just rolled up my towel and snapped it on the tail, basically, and I'm assuming that that's just going to annoy it, but okay. And then I actually changed my plan halfway through because I normally would have just electric shocked him and then run away a little bit without a reaction, but I couldn't get far enough away anyway, so I will, still in range, move closer to Stefanos. End of
Okay.
move.
All right. I will point out that it did use its reaction. You could have moved away because it took a swipe at Proteus. But
Good point. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, carry on.
okay, Damas. Okay, swing the spiritual weapon over. Bonus action to take a swipe if you like. 17 hits the giant crocodile. Roll damage. I'm not sure if you're talking, Gerald, but we can't hear you. But the spiritual weapon hits. That's your bonus action. Boom. Yeah, I muted Gerald.
What's happened to everyone? Everyone's
Hello.
gone quiet.
There we go.
There we go. Sorry. I unmuted myself twice then, and it just didn't work. Cool. So I'm going to do those 2 hits on it, and that hit, and then I'm going to fire my bow again.
Sure, absolutely.
My longbow. Let's go. That's a miss, but I'm going to use my Song of Heroism to roll again.
Sure.
Boom.
That one hits.
Hopefully.
So another arrow sinks deep into the hide of the creature.
Oh. That's my turn, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Ed, are you with us?
Yeah.
Okay, don't forget that
Oh, yeah.
somebody healed you for how much? 8.
8.
Oh, okay. What's 4 plus 8? 12.
12, yep. So you're on 12 hit points. And the creature's still got you in its mouth. All that means mechanically is your movement is 0. So you
Okay.
can't.
Yeah. I might. Does my short sword and my silver spear do the same amount of damage?
Let's have a
Or
look.
does...
Your
speed does D8. So
yeah,
it's
your
more.
spear, you can wield it 2 hands, so it can do D8 plus 4. So your silver spear is a much better thing to attack with.
Okay. I'll do
But
that then.
you threw the spear.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's right.
So it'd have to be the short sword, but normally the silver spear is a much better option.
Okay.
Okay, short
Hey!
sword swings, cuts through the creature. Roll damage. Cut a massive cut across it. Are you going to use your flurry of blows ability?
Yeah, I might. Let me just, how do I do that? Okay, first one.
Okay, so 15 hits again as well. Roll damage for that. So 7 points of damage. Now don't forget you've also got the cool abilities now with your open hand technique. You can cause it to fall prone, or you can push it 15 feet away from you. And I'm going to say if you manage to push it 15 feet away, it'll break the grapple.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay, so what happens now is I need to make a dexterity saving throw for the crocodile. DC 13. Dexterity -1. Ha! It rolls in a dirty 0. It rolled a natural 1. -1 is 0. So Stephanos, with an open palm, you just boom, punch this creature, and it gets recalled back 1, 2, 3 on the other side of the river, and that in fact breaks the grapple on you. You punch this thing off you, Stephanos. Very cool.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh no, I meant still where I am now.
Spiritual weapon doesn't get opportunity attacks, so.
No.
You don't get opportunity attacks when you force move anyway.
No, but anyway, spiritual weapons do not.
Yeah.
Dude, spiritual, bro.
You still have one more attack, Stephanos, with your flurry of blows. If you want to splash across the water, you could get to the right up in the crocodile's face again, or you could hang back, or do something else. What would you like to do?
How much is my movement?
Well, your movement is 40 actually,
Okay.
but this is difficult terrain, so you could get across here quite easily.
But can I get back? Would that be?
Well, you could. 5, 10, 15. No, you couldn't get there and back.
Okay. I'll stay where I am then.
Stay where you are. Okay. So you punch this creature off you. Very cool. Okay, Silas.
Silas wants to get 5, 10. Ah, shit. Oh, yeah, no, that's cool. Silas will fly up into this tree. Is that a tree?
Sure. So like
Get a better
we'll say
beat if
you're,
you can.
we'll say you're, you can get 10 foot up that tree. So you're perching on top of the tree and you're 10 foot in the air.
Sweet as. And he will just shoot at this one.
Okay.
Stock and standard. Yoink, yoink. And short bow. No, not so good.
That's a miss.
Okay. Well, he will leave it at that for now.
La 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 la.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize she'd started singing. Okay, he'll do that. He'll take the lala.
Okay. Yeah, 14 is exactly what you needed, so
Oh, wow.
that's it.
Okay, we'll take it. And yoink. Ignore the
Yeah, so just
it's
8.
only
Cool, so perching up on the tree, let it go. Pachoo! Okay, nice.
I got this. I do got this.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mr. Bolo.
What about Grey Nichols?
Grey Nichols is
He's
after
just
you.
after Aqua.
Grey Nichols is next.
Yeah.
How messed up is this crocodile we can see? Look.
Oh, I should have the hit point bar. Now I do have the hit point bar. There you go.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. Well, of course, it's time to get some rage going on.
Of course.
Beautiful.
And
Oops.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get to there. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep. And I think it's time to fry some crocodile. I'm going to throw the
Make some boots.
javelin of lightning.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba.
Okay.
Ba, 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 ba.
Hey.
17 hits. So roll damage and add 4d8 on it.
46.
Oh, 46, right, 46.
That's the 46. 1d6 plus 5. Sorry.
Oh, it's done it all there. So that's
Yes, that's done it.
23 points of damage. Now, I now thoroughly know the details of the Javelin of Lightning. So you hit it, it does 46 damage. Then any creatures, excluding you and the target, need to make that dexterity saving throws. But since there's no creatures in the line there, that's it. But still, you still do 23 points of damage.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do when I was waiting in the river before. I was wanting to get the, get that line of crocodiles going, but bloody crocky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all my turn.
Okay, nice. And I know I'm being tricky with these crocodiles, but this is kind of what crocodiles do, right? They go beneath the water so you can't see them. That's their jam.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okabola, that's your turn.
Yep.
Mr. Nichols.
I want the bat wants to
One ping for
take
sleep.
a because is that other alligator still around?
Yeah, you know where it is, though.
Okay, because I want to put this picture up in Discord of a bat swimming. I know there's no rules in D&D for a bat swimming.
So let's see this picture.
I've seen bats swim. They sort of flop about.
It's
They're
in
very
Discord.
easy.
Oh, have
Yeah,
do I need to put it or something?
I don't see it in Discord.
Maybe hit enter.
Enter. Just hit enter then. Do I need to pin it? Sport or attachment? No.
I see you typing.
Okay, that's obviously not. Is
That'll
there
be
something
coming
else I
through.
have to do? Maybe if I put upload to file? No. Damn it. I'll put it in Facebook.
All right.
But bats can swim, apparently. When necessary.
Well, mechanically...
Because I want to...
Acting like a sonar boy and pinging him like
That's
a...
what I wanted to do.
One
If
ping
that's a thing.
only.
There we go.
Let's have a look.
I'm very curious.
Yeah, man.
It looks like the bat symbol on the top of a water.
Oh, here's a better one.
It looks like a dead bat floating in the water.
Yeah, this is the one to prove it's not dead. It's not dead.
It looks delicious. If I was a crocodile, I'd eat it.
But that's what I'd like to bat to do, if that's possible, for him to go down for one ping and see where this other one is.
There we go. I put it in Discord
bait.
for you. So, there we go. Everybody's putting it in this. Well, mechanically, absolutely, a bat can go underwater. The only thing is its movement speed would be halved in the water, but I imagine your bat is
Yeah, I wanted
pretty
it to hit the water, give me a ping, and shoot back out. If that's a thing, it can go 30 and 30. It's not doing an action, just...
Yeah. You show
Getting a
me
beat.
exactly where it goes.
Okay, so it's got... Oh, shit, what's its sight? Its sight is 60 feet, so I will drop it.
Like it's hot.
Oh, man, I don't want it to drop on top of the alligator. So if I drop it... 5, 10...
Sure, it's pretty fun.
30, 35, 40. Yeah, I'm going to drop Gray's going to hit the water here. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
Shoot down for 25 and then shoot back up. So it's at 25, 45, and then back in the air for 15. Does that make sense? Or back in the air for 10 because it needs to go 5 under?
Sure. Ducks its head under, pops back up, uses its blind sight. Its echolocation splashes back out of the water. I'm going to say the crocodile tries to take a swipe at
It was
Gray,
looking in this
but
direction,
misses
60 feet.
because it doesn't have the reaction. And you know where the crocodile is now, Silas. You're going to share that information?
Oh, yeah, definitely through Messenger.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh,
Okay, I like that move, Albert. That's very cool. Is that your turn?
That's he's 10 feet in the air. That's his turn. Yeah.
This crocodile. Whoops. Silas is up in a tree. Okobolo. Can it? I know.
Can we electrocute the whole river?
Whoops. Slides out of. I think. Sure can do that. With
G'day,
a
mate.
slide. G'day.
You call those teeth? These are teeth.
Remember me? Humph. Rolls a 13, Okobolo. So it takes a big chomp at you and misses. Now, to sheer frustration, it swings its tail at Particles with its 10-foot tail reach. Boom, rolling an 18 Particles. Pat, that's you.
Pat, you're muted.
Sorry, do I get a bonus reaction that I could do? I have the ability to potentially Misty Step away.
Misty Step's not a reaction, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, as a bonus action, since I haven't taken a reaction. Oh, no, okay, bonus action. Sorry, carry on.
So, okay, so nothing you can do. It swipes its tail at you.
Yep.
And does 15 points of damage.
Thank you, sir.
And make me a dexterity saving a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Strength saving.
Just flattens you on your back with a massive swipe of its tail. And as you're lying back on your back, this crocodile is going to advance. And it's going to try and bite you at advantage because you're prone on the ground. Rolls a 22. I assume that hits.
Yes.
And that does 18 points of damage. Not so good.
Oh dear. No, I'm down.
You're down. You're in its mouth. That went sideways quickly. And let's see, it was down there.
Should have read my stuff more closely.
Drags the no longer moving body of Particles below the water. Actually, just before it leaves, it's going to take a tail swipe at Stephanos. And rolls an 11. So that misses. And Kyra is going to say, "Go, guys! There's Particles! I've only just got to know you're too young to die!" And she sings the Song of Song of Heroism? Yeah, Song of Heroism. Proteus.
Does Stephanos not get an attack of opportunity as it disappears?
You do. Would you like to swing your spear, your sword at the crocodile as it disappears, Stephanos?
Yep, I will.
So because it was moving out of your range, you get to take a swipe at it. And you hit it with your sword. Roll damage. Okay, a massive gash along the creature, but it's got its dinner. So you take a swipe, it doesn't kill it.
That.
Yep. So
Sorry, was that the one that had my spear on which?
yeah.
Okay.
Rip it out.
I'll say as a free action, you grabbed your spear. So from now on, you can have your spear. And that's where it was. Okay, moving back out of sight. Okay, so assume you have your spear back now. Proteus, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually use my ranged weapon, which happens to be the short bow of Cupidity, on the only crocodile I can see. That's all right. I'm using a trackpad, and he's there. Here we go.
12 misses.
Re-roll that.
La 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 la. That one hits.
Yeah.
Alright. Rolling for damage. Yeah, maximum damage.
Nice. And what does it need to roll?
And now, he needs to roll. What does it say? A
Wisdom 14.
Wisdom.
14.
Ah, you guys have a little love bond. Oh, look at that.
Nice. Well, at least I know he won't attack me. So I'm going to move a bit closer to the action as a result. 1, 2, 3. Just next to Oko.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to Bardic Inspiration for my bonus action on either Stephanos or Oko. Let's go with... Oh, choices. Let's Stephanos this time. So Bardic Inspiration on Stephanos.
Okay. Nice. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's me.
Particles, you're in a bit of trouble, my friend. I'm going to need you to privately roll me a death saving throw. And to do that, type what I just typed into Roll20, but without the quote marks. Okay. So I think I know what that means, Particles. You know what that means. But you don't know. You don't know what he rolled. So this just adds a little bit to the tension. How dead is Particles? Damas.
I'm going to send my spiritual weapon under the water.
Okay.
And I'm just going to try and move it to there, unless it donks itself on a.
It donks
So let's
itself
go
against
5
a
feet up.
crocodile there. So you can take a swing
Okay,
from
cool.
there. At
I'll
disadvantage
take a
because
swing.
you're underwater.
At a disadvantage.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Where's that thing?
$13 is a miss. You can re-roll one
Can
dice.
I roll?
Yep, just the one dice
Okay.
though.
So I just re-roll.
You can have that.
There we go.
Okay, that one hits. Nice.
Mhm.
Roll damage for that as your spiritual weapon swings.
5 damage.
5
And I'm like,
damage.
probably not enough to kill him, but that's
Nope.
okay. Oh
Practically,
gosh.
depending on who you hit.
Yeah. I'm just going to have to use my longbow. I don't really know what else I can do. On the one that I can see, 11 misses, and I've already used my Song of Heroism from Kyra. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yep.
Just misses. Alright.
That's okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. That's me.
Stephanos, what do you do?
Well, okay, I think I'm going to move closer to it so that I can do my unarmed strike instead of just my spear.
Okay. Short sword misses. Don't forget you can use your...
Roll.
You get a reroll, yep. Now that misses again,
Or
but you
Bardic
have a thing
Inspiration.
here
Bardic.
called Bardic Inspiration, which enables him to roll a what dice?
1d6.
So because you're bardically inspired, you get to roll a d6 and add it to your roll.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, wasn't meant to be, Stephanos. So you miss with your short sword. You still have your bonus attack, the punchy thing, unarmed strike. And if you wish to spend a key point, you can have 2 of those. 14 does hit.
Oh,
Okay. Nice.
5 points of bludgeoning damage. Poosh. If you spend a key point, you can have another unarmed strike.
Oh yeah, I might. Can I do the open hand thing? Is that what it's
Sure.
called?
Sure, of course you can.
Or I just do that normally, like punch them or.
Well, you tell me what you want to do. If you look at the description for the open hand technique, it gives you some options like knocking prone, knocking him back. So you tell me which one you want to do, and I'll tell you if it works.
I think knocking him prone would probably work. And that's what I'll do.
Yeah, knocking prone is cool because it'll flip him on his back and give everybody else advantage, assuming he doesn't get back to his feet.
Yeah.
So I like that move. So for your open hand technique, so it needs to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 13, and boom! You flip it on its back, exposing its soft side.
Nice.
Okay, and you can do one more unarmed strike, and that will be at advantage because now it's on its back.
So does that mean anything? Do I have to do anything for that, or?
Yeah, you have to roll another unarmed strike, but it's at advantage, meaning you get to roll twice and take the higher dice. Yeah, 17 hits, but roll again because it might be a natural 20.
Natural one.
Natural one. Okay, okay, so that hits. So roll damage for your unarmed strike. Nice. Funny do you miss with your sword, but flip it on its back and boosh, 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 boosh. Start laying into it. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, sounds like the end of your turn. Silas, what do you got?
This might be a bit of a Hail Mary, but he's going to try. Let me know if this is a thing that's possible, because it's a pain in the ass move again. Want to drop from the tree like a thunderbolt into that section right there, but on into the water.
You can certainly try.
This is the bit. This is the bit that gets. I'm not sure if I can do. I want to grab Grey Nichols on the way, stick him to my face, and switch to his sight mode. Is that a thing?
That face
Well,
killer.
I think. Yeah, I think this is going to be a fine familiar technicality I'm going to bring up on you.
Right. It's out of the box. I don't know where it sits.
Additionally, as an action, you can see through the familiar's eyes. So it takes an action to look through its eyes.
Okay, I'll just go for it anyway and see if I can.
Did we just get 2 Okobolos and 2 Damases and 2 Silases?
To everybody's, yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
It's a previous move.
Yeah, I think you've hit paste or something.
Your bat's got some awesome powers.
I didn't do that.
Okay, I don't know what I did there, but that's weird.
Yeah, I've lost my ability to measure. The part of the icons that allows me to measure. I don't know what's happened there either.
It's down the bottom,
Down the bottom.
like
On the
underneath
bottom.
the T,
It's on the
the
side.
measure. Yeah, on the side. Sorry, I mean the bottom
Yeah,
of the
all
You
list.
can't see the side panel.
All the other icons are there, and the
Oh,
measuring
there's-
one's not.
There's okay. The expand and the collapse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird, eh? Anyway, so I don't know where Particles. And shooting him, I'll do some damage, but it won't help Particles. Fuck it, we'll give it a shot. See what happens. So he will drop right beneath his right beneath the Grey Nichols into the water, 5 feet, and try to grab a thing. Where the oh no, that hit something, I assume.
Yeah.
Cool. Maybe I'll drop on, because I heard a thunk. So
I
I'll
will.
drop right underneath that and try and grab a thing
Wow.
in the water and then come back up is my plan. So that's, where was he? He was there. Just in terms of measurement, that's a 10-foot drop plus 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'll put him here. That's 30 feet into
What
the
are you trying
water.
to
And his
grab?
plan is to
Grab
particles. That's why I wanted
Particles.
sight, but I don't have sight. So I'm just going to grab a thing.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
Okay. $16.
You grab a thing and you wrench it free of the thing's grip. You have a limp form of particles as you rip it away from the
Holy
crocodile's
smokes.
mouth.
Shooting
Oh
straight
my
up.
god.
Straight up. Just going straight up.
Do you have that movement? It was an action to take him out.
Yes. So I will cunning action to dash upwards.
Okay. So, for a start, let's get particles out of the water. Boom.
Holy moleskins.
And as you dash up,
Damn it. Attack of opportunity.
yeah, I'm just making sure I got a reaction. Because it'll take a
Can you
swipe.
disengage as your bonus?
Sorry?
Can you disengage as your bonus, or does it have to be a dash?
So I moved, then I grabbed, which is my action. Now I'm dashing as my cunning, so I've got
yeah, cool.
no disengage.
Yep.
If you
Yeah,
did-
cool.
This creature here, the one that you grabbed it from underwater, doesn't have its reaction. This one does with its 10-foot reach.
Ah! I didn't know it had 10-foot range shitballs.
Well, its tail does.
Alright.
Okay, so this could be bad.
Oh,
Because
It says here you can, as a rogue, disengage as your cunning action feature.
I'm using it
one
to
or the other.
dash. Yeah, I'm using it to
Okay.
dash the cunning action.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Oh, of course.
so it takes
Yep.
a swipe at you with its tail. It was a 19.
Damn, that hits.
So
at disadvantage.
why would it be disadvantage?
Underwater.
Oh,
Oh, no, he's
It's their
above
territory.
water.
It's their
That's a
territory.
disadvantage because it's upside down.
upside down.
Oh, that's true.
Thank you.
Well,
There we go.
I always roll at advantage and take the first roll otherwise, and I rolled a 19 and a 22. So even at disadvantage, on its back, it swiped its tail at you. For a start, you take 9 bludgeoning damage,
Ow!
and I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Dang, diggity dang. That's not my... Let's give it a crack. 18.
The DC was 16.
Holy shit.
So what would have happened if it would hit? You'd have been prone, and if you're prone as a flying creature, you immediately fall to the ground.
Yeah, that's
So it
not
has
good.
splashed underwater, both with you and
Particles.
particles. Yeah, but nice. You get a round of applause for that, Albert. Nice move.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
9 damage.
Okay, Alcabolo.
Yeah. I am going to attack this crocodile with my.
Don't forget it's prone. It's on its back, so you'll have advantage.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna hit it. Definitely gonna hit it. Wondering whether I should grapple it and drag it up on land so it can't drag people down in the water. But yeah. I'm going to the bonus action grapple it. To
Okay.
try to and then drag it away from everyone else up onto the land so it can't drag people down in the water.
Okay, it rolls a 9 for its opposed check, so make an athletics check at advantage. You got to be a 9.
Yep.
Okay, so you grab it. It has a +5 to its strength, so That's a really bad roll. Okay, so you can move him like 15 feet. Where do you want to drag him to, Alcoholo?
I guess that's 15 in that direction. So he's just up out of the water.
We'll put him over there.
Yeah.
I'll just have you take a step to the left though, like that. There we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and now I'd like to attack him with my glaive.
Okay, so 2 glaive attacks at advantage. 14 hits. Roll again, you might roll an actual 20.
Yeah.
Happens
Oh,
5%
so
of the
close.
time. Okay, but that hits. So 12, 14 slashing, including your rage.
Yes. And I'm gonna yell to everyone. This thing's bloody the biggest chicken I've ever seen. Get it!
Okay, Grey Nichols.
I have a feeling that the crocodile is going to reveal itself real soon without Grey's help, so I'm just going to come to Daddy, stay away from the crocodile, and have him come to me.
Okay, cool. The giant crocodile flips onto its front. Thump. Goes to bite at Okobolo, because that's what it'd do. Rolls a 24. You take 20
That's
points
a hit.
of piercing damage, reduced to 10 because you are raging.
Yes.
And make me a... No, you're grappled. That happens automatically. Gets caught up in its bite. And as it's got you in its...
I've grappled him though.
Yeah, but then you have to ungrapple him to attack. You can't hold him, grapple, and attack at the same time.
No, I can.
You got a special thing?
That's his move. Yeah.
I've got a special thing, yeah.
Okay, so it's still grappled. Well, actually, if it's
Yeah.
grappled, then it can't flip onto its front because it's got 0 movement. So it would have attacked you at disadvantage, but once again, it still hits. I rolled a 24 and a 26 to hit. So you still take the 10 points of damage, and it's still going to try and grapple you back. Yeah, grapples you back. You know, a grapple thing. And it sees Damas there, and it's going to swing its tail at Damas, rolling a 13.
That misses.
And that's its turn. You're 10 feet in the air, Albert?
No, he went 30 straight up. Oh,
30.
He grabbed Particles and went as far as he could, depending on how far under Particles was.
No, you go 15 because you're carrying him up. So you're 15 feet in the air.
Cool.
Hmm.
Are you going to meg me? Oh, meg me!
I'm thinking about it. No, it is going to meg you.
Fuck!
Because it's a huge creature. I mean, this thing is massive. It's, I don't know, maybe elephant-sized? Something that's going to be able to reach you, especially since it's got a 10-foot reach on its tail. But it goes to bite you. It definitely does the meg. What was it? 14.
Ooh.
16. Misses. Then it kind
Oh, the armor came in handy.
Oh, there we
That
go.
was my armor class.
Then it splashes back down on the water, having missed you. Then it goes to swing a no, that's going to be its turn. Kyra is going to do something different. Albert, roll me a D100, please.
Oh, there it is. D1. 31.
D1. Hmm. She jumps over in the water here and says, "Everybody duck!" And I'll roll what happens and I'll tell you what happens. So, both fail. Everybody look out! And she jumps in the water. Lightning shoots out her feet, her hands, and a lightning bolt erupts. This dragon just gets munted. They both failed their saving throw. This one survives, but it's looking very, very damaged.
Oh,
yes, says Kyra. Yep, she casts lightning bolt. Okay.
Boom.
Proteus.
Okay, cool. I'm going to have to leave after this turn, too. Cause, all right, well, I'm just going to shoot this one with my bow.
Okay, this combat is very close to ending.
Yeah.
Might be this shot here. No Song of Heroism.
Oh, bugger.
Okay. Well.
Okay, Particles, finish it off.
Yep.
Oh, Particles.
Yep.
Oh, make me a death saving throw. Remember that roll that I typed in? Okay. So, yep, got it. Take note of that, Particles. Be sure I have. Damus.
I'm going to cast as a bonus action. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Particles because I can see him.
Failed 2 death saving throws, by the way.
Oh, thank goodness. And then I'm just going to try and point blank take out this dude with. Oh, it's not quite point blank. I'm a step away,
Yep.
so I don't get disadvantage, right?
Nope, straight roll.
Where is it? Where we go? Where's my bow and arrow? Boom. That I think hits just.
Does.
Yes, perfect. Hey. And I get 8 damage.
And that's enough to take it out.
Cool.
Okay, guys.
See you later, everyone. I've got to dash.
Yeah,
Okay,
me
bye-bye.
too. Okay, slowly,
Awesome,
guys.
Damus.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks, Malcolm. Have fun, everyone.